I think. Yeah.
Back once again with the Renegade Master.
Yeah, we're still getting the red bars from you.
I have no idea what it is. Because the internet
Is
speeds.
is EE having like update issues or something, or they maybe, you know, doing something with the servers or whatever?
I have no idea.
Because I know three network have been doing a lot of updating to their masts and stuff like that. Because I've been having a few signal issues when I've been out and about, but only in certain places.
It's not mast. This isn't the BT own EE, so it's BT internet basically.
And there's your problem right there.
No, but it's better than BT internet because EE put the internet in before there's a technology over BT, but it's still. But it's back. I'm still getting.
Yes.
I'm still getting red bars.
Green right now.
It's green at the moment. It's green at the moment.
Because even the YouTube is showing green, health-wise. Well, sorry about that, folks. The
As
orange
green as our heart. That's struck too much.
Shush. It's not a train crash if I don't do it.
Yes, Andy, it was good to see you on cam briefly earlier in that live stream. You actually broke with tradition and put yourself out there. Well done. Something that Andy never does. So yeah, it was good to see you.
Something going on, still not right funny. Well, that stream went down faster than Sinner working over.
Yeah, that's Sinner says that went down faster than Royal and cheesecake. Michelle says now she wants cheesecake, and Sinner replies with, or perhaps faster than Royal is sticky muff.
Why am I not seeing all that?
Rookie, are you still on top chat?
No, I'm on live chat. I've got Sinner just had cookies and cream. And back.
The stream's frozen again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think YouTube's having a fit. Because everything seems to be okay. We're getting green bars from you, so I think it's YouTube's having a fit now.
Folks, give me 5 minutes.
They can't hear you, the stream's frozen.
Oh.
Type it.
Going back. I'm just going to say, give me 5 minutes. I sort this shit out.
You maybe need to reset the router.
That's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Want to reset router?
Oh, wait, hang on.
Hold on, Roy, they're saying it's back. We just need to skip past the buffering.
Yeah, press the live.
Yeah, maybe just refresh it. It might be okay, because everybody's saying it's back.
Yeah, as Bill says there, YouTube is trying to process a 24-hour cast, so that could be the problem.
And Michelle says you need to feed the damn hamsters.
Michelle, I need you here to run the treadmill. You're a little bit bigger than a hamster. Not much, but a little bit.
I think she's more guinea pig sized then.
Probably. The hamsters are still probably stuck on sticky muffs. That one.
Yeah, sticky's waist. Focus, camera, focus.
Stand up, son.
She says, oh, just you wait. Yeah, in other words, you're in for an ass whopping point.
Promises.
Yeah, don't get them too excited, Michelle. Not live on cast anyway. Save that for private.
Cameras. What? I don't get that, Sinner.
I didn't say focus, I said focus.
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 Focus, stand up, son. Wax on, wax off.
Right, big hard question coming up.
Uh
Viagra.
I need a serious answer. This is a really serious question. Chinese, KFC, McDonald's, or kebab?
If this is what options for you to have for your tea tonight, I'm saying kebab.
Okay.
Because A, it's close, probably the closest one to where you live. You can walk there in like a minute and
But,
back.
but Chinese is the same distance because it's just going like that.
Yeah, but you know how you love a kebab.
I know, but I've already had a kebab this week.
All right, well, Chinese then.
And
Unless, of course, you want to, take your eyebrows off, redraw them.
Go to McDonald's.
oh, we've got 2 for KFC, we've got 2 for kebab. Oh, you have to get the stagger.
The KFC starter.
You haven't had a KFC in a while, so thank God he's ordering in, because I am too. I'm having a chippy though. Well, I could go to the chippy, it's just up there, but I had... Mind you, I haven't taken the bag down yet.
Shocking.
Well, I'm using it as a bin, so...
And simply said, make your own food, you lazy twat.
I've been busy all day, Saintly, between the stream, painting, hoovering, moving stuff about. Because in 5 sleeps time, this house becomes, instead of me just rattling about in it myself, this house becomes full.
Sinner.
Hiya, Conway.
Hi, Philip.
KFC are like women, all legs and breasts with a bucket to put your bone in when you're done. Not you, Michelle. Is Roy just surrounded by takeout boxes? No, Andy. Just
Andy,
that one bag.
where Roy lives, he's just surrounded by takeaways. They're everywhere.
But where I am, I've got within a 5-minute, even a 5-minute walk, within a 3-minute walk, I've got a chippy, Chinese, McDonald's,
Kebab
house, Indian,
You
Domino's.
and you Big Al's Pizza on Lower Mill Street as well, which is just a couple of minutes away from yours.
Big Al's Pizza, Maureen's takeaway, the pizza parlour. Oh, the new Manly. So
yeah, Ballymun is just a town full of pubs and eating establishments.
Pubs, eating establishments, vape shops.
Vape shops.
Pre-mark. Finger looking good, eh, Michelle? That's why they call it.
Yeah, that's for a whole nother show, Centre.
Bucket special dinner. Lucky bugger. The nearest takeaway to me is 6 miles away. No, I live virtually on the edge of the town centre. So I've got absolutely everything.
Well, actually, technically, Roy, compared to where I live, you're slap bang in the middle of town.
No, but it is. I'm on the edge of the town centre. You're on the edge of town.
Yeah, but you're slap bang in the middle of it.
Yes. School. Minutes away. Well, it's a 6-day camel hike for Michelle.
Yeah, but that's only because she's tiny.
7 vape shops, Conway. Yes, 7. And a Subaru stand. So, yeah, we've got the Siggy shop NI times 2. The one's Ballymena Vape Club. We've got this Siggy shop. We've got Port Vape. Ziggy Sig. Village Vapes. Oh, Village Vapes. Village Vapor. We've got Village Vapes. Or Vapeville. No, it's not. It's Vapeville. Vapeville.
Yeah, it's the one down by the hostel.
Yeah. What's the stand in the
Fairhill.
What's the other one? What's the one? Oh well. Hi Ian Morgan.
Hi, Ian.
Last time Michelle walked for a takeout, they filmed it and called it Lord of the Rings. Senner, are you going to Expo? Is the question. I'll wait for an answer before I'll he's not like, he's going to answer. And you've got the delay.
Yeah, there is a delay. So.
Vaping question. Yeah. Why do so many supposed vape shops not carry, and some don't even know what a regulated skunker is? Let's see. The ones in Ballymena, quite a few of them actually do carry the regulated skunkers.
Yeah.
I've had to cancel the time to visit my granddad after. Oh God. Just remember, I don't need to break my back to get you in the not in the NAD. But no.
Yeah, that's true. She's the perfect height. Yeah.
Yeah, the perfect height to headbutt me in the ankle. But yeah, I was going to say because we have reassessed situations and we are heading over to Expo.
Cool.
I'm going to be knackered by the time I get there on the Friday night. I'm going to miss Friday because I can't take the kids out of school. So I'm having to drive from here to Belfast, then go on the ferry from Ryan to Forfar, and Forfar right down to Birmingham in one day.
It's going to be the early hours of Saturday morning before you get into the hotel then?
No, it should be about, I'm reckoning it should be about 10 o'clock at night.
Are you going to be driving like Lewis Hamilton from Forfar all the way to Birmingham?
Probably. No, I wouldn't need to. Driving at 60, it should still take it. Here, Bunny. Talking things. Have you seen the new Ulsterbank tenor?
Not in the flesh, so to speak, but I have seen pictures of it. Is that the standing uppy one? Yeah. I don't know. That's just wrong.
I like the other side of it.
It's just wrong.
Horses and fields. But look, down there they've actually got, oh, that side, they've got Sterling and big writing on it this time.
Yeah, but you know, right, that will still not be accepted by those people over in England.
And the new plastic Danske Bank one?
Oh yeah, I've seen the plastic, the new plastic ones. Yeah. Yeah, all these new notes are going to take a bit of getting used to.
They are. There's a woman on the notes. Does she now make it a 10 lady?
Yeah.
There's no women on it. They're pissy plastic shit. Monopoly money.
Yeah.
Right, I called over a dozen shops this morning trying to get a replacement for the top side as it's died. I didn't want to get another top side.
Well, why not get the topside dual, Andy? Better battery life out of that.
Yes, but he only vapes at like 11 watts. You're lucky.
But
and if it's completely died, you might want to send it to Jay. Jay might be able to fix it for you.
Although, how's it died? Because remember yours one?
Yeah, and mine hasn't had a problem since last time. That was what, 2 months ago that it went last time, and it's not had a problem since.
Last time it had a problem.
Yeah, well, a couple of weeks. A couple of weeks after I got it, it decided it wasn't going to work, and Darren fixed it for me. Then it went again about 2 weeks after that, and I just left it sitting for a week and didn't do anything to it, didn't touch it, and I picked it up and started using it again, and it hasn't missed a beat since.
But is that not the way things normally happen? It doesn't have a problem from the last time it had a problem.
Well, there is that. Don't be a smart arse.
Apparently the tip by 10 is flipped. Is the 13 stripped on?
Yeah, if it's just something as simple as needing the 510 replaced, that's an easy fix.
Oh, Mrs. has given me the all clear to spend a wee bit on some gear. Not sure what I want though. A full kit or 2 or 3 tanks. I want both.
Shop around, Sean. You might be able to have both.
Which is why, probably like Bunny and Brew. Well, Brew doesn't get shiny-itis very often.
Not really, no.
He uses stuff, whenever I first first got to know Brew, had a captain, and he still used that captain right up until he won a kit at the Ballymena Vape Club.
The Proton?
I had a Proton. Well, I still used it, but the captain died, which is why I got the Avenger.
Yeah, but he used the captain for that long. I thought it was just part of him. But
well, the thing is I see all these shiny things, and being the practical person I am, I look around and see all the mods I've got and think, do I really need another one?
Michelle,
Do any of us need another one? But, you know.
No, but some of us decide, no, I've got enough, and then other people just, give me it all!
Only if it's purple.
that's like Michelle. Michelle sees something, oh, I want it. Then now
Yeah.
she started going, I want this for you. For me. It's just like sending me pictures while I'm in work going, that would look so good. That would look so good on this. I'm like, no. No.
Yeah, don't spoil them too much, Michelle. You know.
Well, she already has. She's very spoilt with too much buying this.
I
and
know.
giving it to me.
I know.
And so it was a Vamos B3.
No.
Everybody gets and sees this, just thinks it's a perfume bottle.
I have to say, I love that mod.
Tell you. For $6 billion zillion million gazillion dollars. Michelle wants shiniators for herself, but nothing's catching her eye.
Yeah, but she's got that beautiful green crown kit.
Although, she might want to have a wee look at some of the Starwood stuff that's about. Might be a wee bit expensive, but there's a lot of really nice stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
There is. Brew, do you want to drop the link to your new mag in the chat?
Give me a second.
Folks, if you haven't already, but sorry, I'm really sick there.
Yeah, it is. Michelle, it's gorgeous.
It's not, folks. Here. Oh, it's because he's in his Darren Robinson. That's why. Robertson.
You can confusing yourself.
Well, he's not in his Brew. Brew's got the spanner. Darren.
Spanner.
So how can has YouTube done something that actually you don't have to be a mod to post? Ah. I thought that was going to happen.
What?
Nightbot timed him out
Has it?
for 5 seconds.
Right, give me a wee second.
Questionable.
Well,
Darren.
Give him a spanner then, and that won't happen next time.
That's okay, Cynthia's done it, but give me a wee second.
I put it in as well.
Log into your other account.
Exactly. Just a quick switch account. That one.
Just read my article. Forgot about the rest. Just read. The first 2 articles in the magazine are actually very good. Brew, I've one bit of constructive criticism. Your opening blurb is just too much. There's a wall of text. It could have done with paragraphs, space in between paragraphs. Because just to read that is just a mind melt.
What, the very first article I did, or the editor's notes?
The editor's notes.
That was done lastminute.com.
Yeah.
Hey, son.
Hi, Ryan.
But I thought you were going to go with my FP.
No, that's for
No, that's for the printed. That's for the printed magazine.
All right.
And you need to get a lot more articles written properly.
But you can take.
Yeah, we're putting you to work, cracking the whip, so to speak.
What do you mean you need a lot more?
Well, you've got a lot of new things recently, and I know you'll probably do video reviews of them, but we would like you to do written reviews as well.
But the stuff that I've got, the likes of that, I can do the written review for you straight away. But the review for these juices, this, and the other mod I can't. Oh, there it is there, and that I can't give you the written reviews for that until it goes through Sublim first.
I know that's okay as long as you are going to write them.
Oh, I'm right.
And if they go through Subhome first, that's fine.
They have to, because Subhome sent me the stuff,
Yeah.
so they're going to Subhome first. They are written reviews.
Yeah.
The coil brew, all the coil brew juices, they're 100 words each for each juice. Then it's a 700. I'll give you a little indication though for your magazine as well. A mod review is 700 words, but you can use either the short version or the long version. The other one is 2,000.
Sonic, I have no clue what the total was because they haven't figured it out fully themselves yet. But it was over the $7,000.
Yeah, they reckon it's around 7,200.
Yeah, I think once they over 13. What the hell, Andy?
Because there was a lot of people actually doing the super chats, but because they couldn't go and see.
Oh, that's right. They couldn't get the running total until the stream had stopped. So yeah, it's $13,000. Wow, that's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
I think it's just going to take time for everything to be settled down, so Chris can actually go in and check everything properly.
Yeah, the PayPal itself was $7,000. They think there's about the same in super chat. Wow. Wow, that is unbelievable.
But the thing about it is, outside of Chris's YouTube and the ones that joined in and everything else, this isn't being highlighted. This needs to be taken to the papers. As far as I've been concerned, this needs to be taken. Some papers contacted, and somebody needs to basically write all this up, what they've done, how much they've raised, where it's going to, and get it into papers and to other media, whether it's to BBC, ITV, or whatever it is, and everything else.
Yeah, publicise the good side to that sort of thing, because vaping has had so much bad press lately, and something like this that brings everybody together as a community, in my opinion, I agree, it should be publicised.
It does. It really does. Somebody needs to write this up, write it all up. The background behind it, all the other bits that led up to it. The one that's yeah, that's what I thought Saintly as well. It was 6,200 in PayPal, and then another 1,200 odd from Super Chat.
I think the Super Chat's a lot more than that.
Yeah, the Super Chat is definitely a lot more than that.
Because I know Em's kept on saying she thinks it's about 1,000 odd, but
yeah,
if you were actually watching the Super Chat throughout the whole thing, there's a hell of a lot more than that.
Yep.
Because what was it?
Kelly Kells.
Kelly Kells put in 600.
Yeah.
But it just really does needs to be highlighted and everything else. All the lead up to it. So the one that they sent the wee girl Jessica to Disney World.
Yeah.
The one that they did for Tony.
Mm-hmm.
And this, so all the lead up to that, and getting the bitches, what they done the second half of the auction, everything else. So all these things need to be.
Roy, we've just been informed that Ryan would like to call in.
Yeah, he's just VC'd me. And I've answered him. I'm thinking another 2 to 3k. That's not another 6. But the thing about it is, they have to remember that they're going to lose 30% of the super chats.
Yeah.
Because when YouTube take their cut out of it.
Well, either way, whatever they raised, they've done a hell of a good job to do it, because there has been quite a few charity streams all kind of back to back, and the fact that they were able to raise so much last night, just speaks volumes for the community as a whole, to be honest.
It really does. And you think of it, over this year alone, you've had Chris's charity stream for Tony. You've also had Vic's Just Given.
Yeah, because well, you think about it, since just before Christmas, because all us lot over in VUKN had done all those charity streams as well. So there was a lot of them just before Christmas, And then after Christmas, then we've had the ones for Tony and for Vic, and now this 24-hour one that was done last night. And in between times, Ken, Vaping with Ken, he done another 12-hour. You know, so there has been quite a lot of, you know, on both sides of the pond, there's been quite a lot of money raised for various different reasons. Yeah.
Exactly.
So.
Good afternoon, Ryan.
Good afternoon. I haven't got Benny on you.
I don't have him.
We don't have them at all.
Yeah, he's not in with us.
He's done with me.
He's not in with us.
I see you.
It's,
I hear you.
Do this. I hope that'll connect me to us.
Hopefully. Yeah, there he is.
There we go. I can see you now.
Hi.
What did you do, Bru, to get him?
We had to call him.
Just call him.
VC's been doing that quite a lot lately.
Yes, it was NI at night. Because Ryan's screen, whatever way VC messed up, it just put him across the whole screen and blacked out the... Bill, I was in for about 2 hours last night, and even with 30% loss, there was over 2,000. I mean, you have all the people that paid for it tonight in the super chat. Ryan, it wouldn't be the same without car crash.
He's always got to have a car crash, hasn't he? Somewhere along the line.
Here, at least it wasn't as bad as Chris's car crash last night whenever you couldn't get the audio working.
Oh, yeah. I think wasn't it at the beginning of the cast? There was issues, and then it happened again during the cast as well.
Because he got the new. It was after 6 when he got the new splitter, and he was like, ah, and he pulled something. There's no sound. It was, oh my God, no sound.
Yeah, because we weren't back here last night till about 8 o'clock. That happened then as well, didn't it?
Yeah.
He's out last night.
No, it's just the time we got back to the house here after I got off the train. So I got the train at 6 o'clock from Ballymena. So by the time we got back here, it was coming up to 8 o'clock.
That's because you spent 3 hours in the bath.
I wasn't in the bath for 3 hours. I'd literally just get into the bath yesterday when you flipping messaged me.
Right, she was in the bath for 3 hours.
No, ladies, we're not going to be having a little bit of a drama going on by here. No domestics.
Drama? No.
And the wee flip at the end. Yeah, village.
For charity.
Hold on, yeah. I fared better than you at last night's charity stream, didn't I? He was complaining of having a cold head.
Mm-hmm.
Go on, lean in to let Ryan see.
Oh, wow. What happened there?
He was stupid enough to let me loose with a set of clippers.
How much do you get donated for it?
No idea.
I mean, you say you didn't ask for some donations before you done it.
Yeah, well, we told people to start, chucking money in, and there was PayPal payments going through, but we've no idea how much.
Oh, that's grand, as long as there's PayPal payments going through.
Yeah, there was payments going through.
And Michelle has just...
Because at that time, there was quite a lot of people putting in money, especially for, was it Jay?
Yeah, whenever Jay was getting waxed. That was funny. Jay getting waxed was hilariously funny.
Where did he get waxed?
I think Laura enjoyed that too much.
I think both Laura and Jules enjoyed doing that too much.
To start off with, Jay got his beard peroxided. He had one of those just for men 5-minute beard dye things, which didn't really work according to plan. So he ended up getting the beard shaved off. And while Laura was in removing hair mode, she brought out the wax strips, and he had the chest done.
Oh.
Yeah, and Laura took way too much pleasure from that. It was hilariously funny.
And just while Michelle's mentioned it in chat, I would like to take this brief opportunity to congratulate my son in his career advancements.
Yes, well done.
And he's now going to have to wear a uniform.
Yeah, calm yourself, girls. Calm yourself, girls.
How's it going to McDonald's?
But congratulations, son,
Yep.
and your hard work has paid off.
Thank you.
I know it's taken you a while to get it to here.
Yeah.
And there's me.
If it's not breaching any contracts or anything, Ryan, would you like to tell us exactly what you're going to be doing?
I can say what it is, I just can't say what happens while I'm there.
Yeah.
But basically, I'm going to be working for South Wales Police in the call centre. So anybody in the South Wales area who calls the police and calls either 999 or 101, I might be answering your call. So thank you guys. You guys, both you pair have been behind me the whole way. You've known every single step of the journey, and I couldn't have got to that place without being supported in the way I was, because there were people putting me down.
Yeah, but how many? Yeah, how many late night VC calls did we have trying to encourage you?
Yeah.
We spent a lot of time, but it was worth it. It was worth
40 pages worth of contracts and stuff like that, which I've already gone through and signed, and everything is just crazy, absolutely crazy. But
well, I for one am exceptionally proud of you. So well done.
And you've made me the proudest. You've made me the proudest dad in the world. I'm
not gonna lie, I actually cried on Friday when I had the email.
Yeah, don't, because you'll set Roy off in a minute. He was very nearly blubbing earlier. You'll set him off again.
Ryan, when you sent that picture through to me, I cried. I was driving home from work, and Megan and Jenna will tell you I cried, and then I let out the biggest whoop, and they're like, "What's going on?" And I couldn't even tell them. I had to just stuck in traffic coming home from Belfast. It's normal. I actually had to hand them the phone.
I literally saw the message come up on my phone. I got the email, and it was just like the name of the person who was sending the email, and then had like the title as like, I can't remember what the title was. I just saw it, I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And I literally got up, went to the other side of went to the part of the call centre I can use my phone, read it, and I was like, oh, and I just like started crying. I don't know what was wrong with me, it just happened. But
I was sitting thinking the other night, the very first time whenever you called me to say you were applying for the gas call centre, and you didn't know whether to go for it or not because you knew I'd worked in call centres for quite a long time, and me talking you through the advice for that and what to do on the application and doing the role plays and everything else, to this and this journey that you've gone through and seen your ups and downs on it. But you've also got somebody else who's probably supported you the whole way through this as well, as in Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
It can't be easy. You've got a house full of kids. House full of animals.
Yeah, it's like the mental support really. But like, there is one massive thing I want to say to people from, now you just reminded me of them days back whenever I started to, I'd done the application for, just over 3.5 years ago for the gas. And I just want to say a massive fuck you to the people who didn't have faith in me.
Exactly. Just right thing.
The people who said that I'm not going to do it, I'm not going to be able to, cope with it, I'm not going to, I'm not going to survive. If I get through a year, I'll be lucky. 3 years I've done there.
Yeah, I think you've more than proved them wrong.
There was a lot of people, like friends and family as well.
Family?
Yeah.
Well, seriously?
Yeah.
Tell me later, Ryan.
You probably don't even have to guess.
Oh well.
Yeah.
But,
and if that's the sort of level of support you were getting from your friends, well then they were never your friends to begin with.
Nope, don't speak to them anymore. But
good.
I got there, now I've got here. Look where I am now, a lot better off.
Yep.
Too right.
Well, I will be in a couple of months.
You've got rid of one friend, one friend that I thought was toxic anyway, so I was happy with that.
Yeah.
I really thought that person was really toxic, and I never. It was.
Yeah, you were never his biggest fan, were you?
It was something he said one night whenever you were having a bad time with things, and I'll never forgive him for it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, and from what I've seen all across Facebook, fast tech takes anywhere from 3 days to 3 months.
It depends on what postage you pay for.
I think the longest I've ever had to wait for anything from Fast Type was 18 days. But then I paid the extra couple of quid for the shipping, so it usually gets delivered quicker. But I've never had any issues with Fast Type.
And Michelle, just to let you know, the Point One Club has got cookies. Belgian chocolate fudge and toffee cookies.
Now you're just teasing her. Now you're just unfairly teasing her.
Yes.
Or is it going to be like donuts? But
the dark side also has cider.
yeah, we have cider.
Michelle doesn't like cider, so we're grand. She's in
Oh,
Cottenburg.
that'll change.
She's had Cottenburg sitting in the fridge for about 2 weeks.
Well, this side has a kebab later.
Well, your dad was trying to debate whether to have a Chinese, a KFC, or a kebab later. So I think the onus at the minute is actually on the KFC. Everybody's been trying to encourage him to do that, but.
Oh, I wouldn't mind a KFC, but I just really fancy a kebab tonight. I've been wanting one for days, so I'm going all out, going for a kebab.
And Ryan, see the next time you come to Ballymena?
Oh yeah, your dad will get your kebab
ever.
Date's already sorted for that.
When you coming across again?
Right. Hang on.
We
The
hear
date's already sorted, but I've got to check on my calendar. Right, so I'm aiming to be over the 27th of May and coming home then probably about the 1st of June.
Nice. Well, that'd be good. That'd be good to catch up again. Definitely
Also,
be good to catch up again.
You can come to the
I'll be
house.
there. Well, I'll be there for the
Does that mean, hold the phone, does that mean Roy's breaking out a barbecue? Michelle, Roy's breaking out a barbecue.
Right, he's got no choice. He's got no choice because it's going to be my quarter of a century birthday. While I'm there.
Right enough.
Barbecue.
I
Yeah.
haven't got a barbecue.
Oh, you best buy one.
Get one.
Oh, Roy can
Yeah,
do
you
that
see?
the whole time.
See, Michelle's on my side. She's, put him to work, Michelle.
Although saying it there, if you go to like B&M, you can
After
get the
new
wee tiny
chocolate.
barbecues. So it'd be just the perfect type for Michelle to use.
Oh, you're so dicing with death there, fella.
I don't want food poisoning.
Is that one of the wee trays, Darren? One of those wee disposable trays you can get rid of.
You can buy the £10 ones, but there are only like
But what about the wee disposable tray? The wee disposable tray ones they only set about that high, don't they?
yeah.
They're only half.
That'd be the right height for Michelle to cook on. Hiya, Salford.
Hi, David. Oh, dear.
But how did you on to me and barbecuing?
Because Ryan's coming over for the weekend, and you said you can come to the math house, and we're like, yeah, barbecue. Because you do remember a conversation that you, me, and Michelle had a couple of weeks ago, that she said that once she moves over here, you're going to be barbecuing every weekend, so you've no choice in the matter. And plus the fact that it's going to be Ryan's birthday that weekend that he's coming across, you have to have a barbecue because birthday boy demands it.
But Ryan also just said he doesn't want food poisoning.
Yeah, but that was whenever Darren came out with the comment about Michelle cooking.
That's me cooking. You have to worry about. Michelle burns pizzas.
You know what I'll say? I'll say stuff you all. I'm going for a takeaway on my own.
Birthday barbecue and birthday soup.
No, I don't
No,
think
that's a
people want to
mental
see
image none of us need, Roy. That is, no,
That'll
that's
put the
traumatizing.
That'll put the chipolatas.
No, refraining. Saying nothing. For the sake of my sanity.
I'm going crazy. I've been awake since 2 o'clock.
Well, that's your own problem.
Don't you just love the level of sympathy you get from your own son? Like,
I know.
I've been up since 8:30, been to work all day.
can't you just feel the love?
I know.
Yeah.
Let's just stick Barbie on the barbecue and that would fit us for a week.
Yeah, Michelle, depends what Barbie you're talking about, love.
Thailand Barbie.
Aye.
I'm finding this elastic band way too entertaining.
That's just wrong, Ryan.
Yeah, you really shouldn't play with your rubbers on the live cast.
Don't play with your
Nothing
wire.
wrong with it. I don't even know where it come from. I've just found it and just playing with it.
Yeah. Apparently, Michelle's mentally scarred by Thailand Barbie.
Oh. Maybe just show some of the worst ones later.
Oh, yeah. Michelle, if you want mentally disturbed, stick around, sweetheart, because Thailand Barbie's nothing. Trust me. I've had almost 3 years of him traumatizing me every Friday with various different images.
Oh, no. That's just fucked.
So, Master Ryan, how's the reviews going?
Well, I'm waiting to get my microphone first so I can get the audio a bit better. Then I'm going to start recording more then, so hopefully that'll be with me on Tuesday. It's just been a money thing lately because you've got to make sure I budget appropriately. But when I walked into work on Monday morning, I had a lovely email to say I've won a £50 Amazon gift voucher.
Nice.
Awesome. That's the sort of emails you like to get.
Yeah.
Don't mind things like that. And it was only for guessing a date that something was going to do, or something was going to happen. So got £50 Amazon Amazon voucher, so I'm going to get myself a microphone order tomorrow when I'm back in work. Because I haven't got the code today.
Does that mean there's actually going to be one of them actually doing video reviews?
I know, right?
Shocking.
Shagging.
Do you know something? I could just get writer's block very easily.
Well, we were only saying what Sainty was thinking.
Getting in there before him.
Yeah.
Sainty's probably asleep.
I guess one of us has got to hold the fort.
Yeah, true.
Where's that remove button?
I'm definitely not doing a review on this thing. Where is it?
What thing? You're not doing a review on that?
No.
I reviewed it. I reviewed it, Ryan.
Is it that bad?
He says it's freezing. It's chilly.
I can't cope with it.
Brain freeze.
Hang on, here we go. Is there a battery in this? Nope, easy battery. That's okay, Roy, then they can actually get reviewers to do reviews.
Where's my cotton? Oh, in my bag. Hang on.
Michelle, there's enough here for you to try when you get over. Don't worry.
Where's that strike on then?
Right, here we go. Night mod. Sunset 84.
On the V-God as well. Ooh.
On the V-God. With the V-God Pro Dripper on top.
Spicy.
With Bill Burns make coils.
Mech aliens?
No, don't think they are mech aliens.
Or is it the tricores?
Tricore.
I'm not
Like
going to be
Cormac.
helpful, wouldn't it? Alright, I got Bill's few scraps in you.
No bother at all. No bother at all.
Nay, bother like.
I was just thinking that.
Hey,
It
no bother at all.
It wasn't that long ago that the very thought of anything Colada related had you cowering in the corner.
That's the thing.
After
Colada
that
still
challenge.
Colada still gets me. It still hits my throat. That's why I'm saying this is only slightly chilly. It's not freezing. You making it, Ryan? What's
Huh?
going on?
You what?
Dripping it?
My what?
Are you dripping it?
No, wicking it.
You're wicking it.
Wicking it, then dripping it.
Wicking it, then dripping it.
Let's start up a little rap here.
Hey.
First you wick it, then you
What?
drip.
I'm just
Wicked. Jungle is massive.
Andy Summerfield, there's a Hot Sig RSQ on page 3, the Radiate mod for 35 cents before coupon code.
Orange
Page
juice,
3, I'll
great
take that
mod.
look.
Get a stock, just like the Pulse and a few others. You have to click on the box to find out though. Got it. And you tried Vaping 101. What about grey haze?
Oh no, that's a swear word to Andy Summerfield. You don't mention them to him.
What, Vaping 101 or Grey Haze?
No, grey haze.
I'm Vaping 101. Traded a row with the owner of Vaping 101.
Yeah. I
wanna
refuse to give Vaping 101 any money out of principle because the owner is an arsehole.
Yeah. Michelle B. Wicked real good. I wouldn't give Vaping 101 I wouldn't give them a penny.
Wicked.
I wouldn't give them a
Stick the cotton in the coils. Wicked. Set some up, you know.
You having a wee episode there, Ryan?
Yeah.
What about Titanic? What have they got? They get any regulated?
Oh no, I can't deal with this already. It smells. It smells cold.
Or Rude Boy? Titanic or Rude Boy?
Yes, guys, if you're watching, please give this stream a CBW.
What?
Jiggy bum.
Yeah. Breathe, Ryan. Breathe.
So there's his eyes starting to look like it could break the water.
I can't deal with that.
Oh, don't hold back, Auntie. Tell us how you really feel there.
You'd have to put Buddy to the test as well and give her some of this.
No. If it's that cold, no. That's a migraine on a bottle for me.
I'll stick to me blue raz. Hard candy.
Nice.
I'll come there. Blue raz, hard candy.
Stop it.
I got normal blue raz as well. I just been in the feeding for a bit of blue raz as well.
You're in a blue raz kick right now?
Yeah. Got some pod salt somewhere as well, but I haven't really come out a lot today. I haven't needed it.
Well, I've all but cut out nicotine.
Apart from your pod salts.
Yeah, but even then, it's not every morning that I have those. Couple of puffs in the morning with the next salt, and that's usually it. I don't really bother with nicotine very much these days. And I'm still enjoying my vapes every bit as much.
Oh, I don't know if I could drop down to 0 nicotine. I always need something.
Granted, the first couple of days of vaping 0 milligram, I was vaping twice as much, but it's sort of regulated itself again. I'm not vaping as much as I was, But
I probably am at the point, and I have probably been at that point for over a year now, where I could probably quit and not even notice it.
yeah,
I'm vaping more for the sake of vaping rather than for the nicotine.
for the habit more than anything. You see, I'm still enjoying my flavours, so I'll continue to vape even though I'm on 0 milligram. I have no intentions of quitting vaping anytime soon. Saint, you're an absolute legend. Thank you very much, babe. Spamming our wee link out. So if you haven't already, click on that link there that Saint has just put in the room and go and show us a wee bit of support. It would be very much appreciated.
And don't forget to like the Facebook page as well.
I've liked the Facebook page.
Good man. So how are your writing skills, Ryan?
Shit.
Damn it.
That reminds me. I think I'll be back in a wee second.
Okay.
I'm like the worst at words ever.
Well,
Boy, don't have any.
if you click on the link to the website there and have a look at the online mini edition, you'll see actually I broke with tradition and believe it or not wrote 2 reviews.
Yeah, I did see.
Shock horror.
Oh, Bunny.
Yes.
Talking about your reviews.
Mhm.
how can it just start off with being wow, and then be a 7 out of 10 because it hasn't gone off flavor?
Don't be a smart arse. You have to admit, you've had that as well. There's sometimes you start something and it comes across as being a wow, but by the time you get to the end of it, it's not as up to par as it should be. You know, first impressions and all that, you know, so in some cases you can be proven wrong with first impressions.
But everything else within the reviews is fantastic, but just that one review, it just went, because it went from capital wow to at the bottom of 7 out of 10, just not punchy enough. That was it. That's the only bit of constructive criticism that I can do on it. There you go.
You know me, I'm honest. I'm not going to say something's perfect when it's not. And to be honest, the expectation to begin with, it was pretty much perfect. But the more I vaped on it, the more I got used to the taste of it, the less I started to get the effect from it, if you know what I mean. So hence why it dropped off.
Sandy, I'm just taking lessons from you.
And no, I'm not annoyed at him, Sainty. He was asking a genuine question there, so
it's not like
I totally get where he's coming from.
But it's constructive as opposed to being.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah.
And then.
But you know yourself. You've experienced it yourself, Roy. You crack open a bottle of juice and the smell hits you, and you think to yourself, "This is going to be absolutely amazing." You take your first vape on it, and you think, "Yeah, that is good," but then after a while, it starts to lose its effect.
Oh, and then public announcement, by the way. Vaping 101 are now more expensive than places like Creme de Vape.
Really?
Try not to use online anyway.
Well, I prefer not to use online. I'd rather walk into a shop and, yes, pay a little bit extra for a product, but at least I know I've got a point of sale to go back to if I have any issues. But yeah, for online, there are a lot of really good websites out there, but I prefer to buy local, to be honest.
Yes, I'm talking about the magazine. Here's a wee hint for you. You see with the online mini, if you really want to, you can actually print the entire thing out for individual pages.
Oh, here's Darren, a question about the magazine. Why is it whenever you load the magazine, it automatically loads at the back page?
That was my fault.
That was a bit of a faux pas.
I actually, on the Facebook page, updated that. So it goes to the first page, but I didn't realise it did the hashtag 20 or 19, or depending what page you're on.
But Darren, see, a good answer being for that would have been that you wanted to promote the live shows that's shown in the back of it.
Exactly, I wanted to promote the live shows. Live shows.
Yeah, and you just need to update it with the Vape Lounge one because it's got a shortcut as opposed to the big long scribble thing. If you go into the Vape Lounge NI Facebook page, it's there, on there.
What time is that on? I'm trying to find it here at the back here. Is that on a Friday or
Sunday?
A Tuesday?
Sunday.
Don't listen to him, he's just being an idiot.
Isn't that the same day Vic puts his what's up out?
Is what's up?
What's up with exactly?
Are we not adulting today?
No.
Yeah, he's not adulting today.
I tried the Bassium, didn't like it. It's out in the hand.
Yeah, I have to admit, I was not impressed with the Bassium either.
No, I wasn't. And Dovepole come out with a new mod with the squonk hole in a different place and slightly different design to it. It's the designer took my design down that day.
You see, whenever I look at the Bassium, all I can think of is the E-Leaf Tria.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they basically did rip off that design. I don't care what anybody says, they ripped off that design. But that's the joys of it. People share designs, it's just how it goes. You look at the car industry's been doing that for centuries. You know?
Oh, thank you, Switch. He tweeted it too. I'm not good into this Twitter malarkey.
Mhm.
Oh, and thank you, Michelle.
Yeah, I was just going to say Michelle's doing her spammerly duties.
Did she use the shortcut for it? I'll have to get Michelle a copy. She hasn't got a copy of all the
YouTube videos?
No. I'll give you that idea.
Nobody pretends.
Oh, wait.
Views with Ryan.
I've heard about this guy. I don't even know if I'm subscribed, but I'd probably.
Hey Ryan,
Damn it.
get subscribed.
Right.
Hopefully I have another video out this week.
About time another mod did an actual bit of work. Eggs. I mean, you be spanner, leave me be.
Right, I've subscribed on my Vaping channel, and I'll actually subscribe later
On the other one. Yes, there you go, Ryan. You've just got another sub, and you will get another one later as well.
Another 2 subs for you, son.
Thank you.
I can guarantee you now, within a year,
Yeah,
he'll be
you've
bigger
gone
than
back
me.
on the top chat again too.
They will be. Another year, he'll be bigger than me.
Look, you see, the problem with you, Roy, is you don't do enough self-promotion. And if you ever want your channel to grow, that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to promote your own channel.
It's the one thing we've noticed on quite a few of the long-term reviewers that are still low in numbers. They don't do enough like live shows with other people or
But I don't
promote themselves enough.
I don't go on to other live shows with other people. Nobody invites me on. Then when I do go on to shows, I get ignored. So I just don't
I
see
think the
point.
biggest problem is a lot of the small ones, like you, Danny, Steve, Dave, all out there, they don't actually go out and even with it in each other's channels, cross promote with each other in live shows or something.
Mm-hmm.
I do go into any shows I see. I go into them and say.
But it's one thing being in the chat, but being on camera. Is that something that you would ever consider doing? Is maybe doing a live show with Steve Dave or with Danny or
That's why.
Yeah.
But that's also why it's. I go back to my. I've had this discussion now with the demise of the UK and everything else, and people are going on. Oh, networks are dead. Networks are this. Networks are dead. Networks are dead. And it's that. Everybody goes on their own channel. But the thing about getting on, the thing about everybody doing it on their own channel, unless they have a platform where they actually ask for people to come on and to their live shows and everything else, then nobody does. I'm not pushy enough to go, right, can I come on your show? Because I've always been told if you ask for things you don't get. But also if you sit
if you don't ask, you don't get.
Exactly. And I think that's just where some of the smaller ones, as I said, like Danny, like Steve Dave, they've been going on for 2 years with Steve Dave and
Danny, nearly 3 years for Danny, nearly 4, and Steve Dave's been going almost 3 years.
But Danny,
whereas
Danny's been on the VUK or the UK
UK Vape show.
But neither me or Steve Dave haven't been, and yet Vic came out and said they've gone through all the small reviewers. So that's. And there's somebody on the UK Vape show doesn't like me. That's I'll never get on. So I won't. I did ask once a long time ago, jokingly, and that just sort of gets frowned upon. So I never bothered asking again.
Even I'm not. I can't remember what the numbers for Salford was.
Yep, Salford gets pretty good numbers on a Friday night, and here's the invitation out to you there. You can always join him and Damo on a Friday night. Granted that he doesn't go live until midnight, but
the thing about
the person that he could be doing shows with other smaller viewers to get more subs on his channel as well.
Yeah,
this is why we started Vape Gen I was to give people a platform to come on and do shows. And other ones that likes of Sam from Switch My Wicks, who was nervous about getting on and getting sort of camera struck whenever she went onto live shows. But she was on that big. She was on last night, and she didn't say very much. And I messaged her afterwards. But she is so relaxed on here because we're so relaxed. We don't have that rigid form and structure. There's none of the heavy questions. You can say what you want to say when you want to say it. We do try and interact with them and bring them through. So that's why I still believe in Vape Gen I, and I always will do. because it gives anybody. There's no stipulation. There's only one person I probably wouldn't have on this live show. And apart from that, anybody else that ever wanting to come on is always more than welcome to come on here, and we don't have to beg or.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, and you're not under any obligation to do like a regular show on here. Just if you want to use us as a platform to big up yourself, we don't mind. That's why we set it up in the first place.
It's when I look back at the ones we've given, sort of the first sort of real sort of live.
Yeah, we brought Megan. We brought Simon.
WJD or
WJD. Well, goddamn. Yeah, we've had Dwayne on quite a few times with us. We even you guys totally surprised me for my birthday. We threw on a live show, and even Mobro came in and sang "Happy Birthday" to me, for goodness sake, which was kind of weird, but.
But so that's why I love this weekly channel, and.
Yes, Michelle, we've even had little you on there. And Steve Dave's ears were burning. Yeah.
You may want to get some water under that then.
Yeah.
Burn cream.
Yeah, ice cube or something.
But that's what this is why, and it's not classified really as a network as such, because a network
it's just a hangout room, isn't it?
Michelle's been there. It's more like a hangout room for anybody who wants to come in and into the chat. If anybody wants to come on cast, they can do.
Even if you want to just sit there and look pretty, like I do half the time, it's all good.
You forgot the makeup then?
Yeah.
No, that's your department, darling.
A bit of foundation over here and over there. Do a bit better.
Yeah, but it comes to something when your other half can apply lipstick better than you can. It's, kind of disturbing. Needs to work on the contouring though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the difference between Vape Lounge NI and networks. Even though you say it's a network, I don't think it is. I think it's just somewhere you can come on, have a laugh. There's no strict times. There's no strict rules that you would have in normal networks.
No. That was, now, don't get me wrong, I was with the VUKN right from the very start. I had almost 3 years with VUKN, and I'm eternally grateful for everything that VUKN have done for me personally. I never would have sat in front of a camera like this if it hadn't have been for VUKN giving me the encouragement and support that I needed. I never would have been doing this, and I've been doing this for 3 years now, and I have to say I've had a complete and utter blast. I'm totally thankful for everything that VUKN were able to provide for me, but at the same time, it was too restricted. Everything had to be done to a certain time slot. Everything had to be asked for permission for. And, whereas here, when we started Vape Lounge, yeah, we wanted to offer people a network that they could come to, but in a much more laid back format, if you get where I'm going. It's not as restricted. Because, while VUKN were absolutely fantastic, at the same time, they held a lot of people back because we couldn't just run with something, whereas on here we can.
Yeah.
And it was
the same when we went to Twitch as well. That was why we decided to go to Twitch, because it offered us a lot more freedom.
Mm-hmm.
I think, Steve, Dave, if you ever want to do a live show on here, by all means do so. If you want to do a Wednesday night show, or if you want to do a Tuesday night show, whatever.
He's doing a Monday night show from 9 o'clock on his own channel, and he's going to have 2 others with him.
There you go.
Yes, so watch this space, guys. Islands in the Clouds is not dead.
And one of the founding members is back.
Yes, who's back
again.
Bruce,
back.
Tell a friend.
Billy, you're 100% right. It can be daunting for folks to get on thinking on trying to keep an eye in chat that's scrolling through at 6 million miles per hour. But coming on here where it's nice and relaxed.
Thank you, Saint A. Love you. Spamming out our link. Yay.
And if you're not already subscribed to VH Reviews, remember to subscribe to him so you get to see us tomorrow.
Oh, that's something I've got to do actually.
Yeah, but Yeah, unfortunately, I had to let him back on. He wouldn't stop harassing you. Yeah, that's probably very accurate, Steve. But no, I know you say you're done with all that shite, Steve. But on Vape Lounge, you've no constraints. You can come and go as you please on here. There's no stipulation. If you want to do it, fine. If you don't, fine. It's entirely up to you. You're the master of your destiny on this one, pal. There's no. We like to pride ourselves on the fact that we're a drama-free zone.
And we're also treating like vaping's an 18 plus. So we treat people like adults, that they can handle their own crap. You get given the
well, except for Sainty, we like to take the piss out of him, but you know.
Yeah.
We take the piss anyway, so we're allowed to.
Yeah.
You can't give and not take, eh?
There you go.
Yeah, that's for a different show, Ryan.
Andy Vape have got the. Oh shit! Sorry, Ian. I'll copy that link again for you.
Oh yeah, you get timed out.
5 seconds. If I could remove that, I would.
Yeah.
There you go. Vape.
I need a nature break. I will be back.
Fushai Squonk for $34.90. There you go. It doesn't count as payback for the shite he gives us.
I guess like that. That's a true comment. Right, I just subbed to V8 Reviews. He's only about 7 or 8 away from 300 now.
Nice.
I'm 16 away from 300.
Yeah, we're all in the afterthought party, so.
But again, if you look at some of the newer reviewers, they've been pimping themselves out. They've been trying to get onto live shows. You know, they've been asking to go onto various live shows, which is something I think a lot of the older reviewers that aren't up there need to start doing.
But there's a certain reviewer, or a certain reviewer at the minute, who does seem to be on nearly every vape show, but I'm his. No, it is a he. It's because you've got the slashes in it. It picks it up as a link, but he's on nearly every show. But his brashness, the way he comes across, and everything gets directed back to what, no matter what the conversation is, the conversation goes back to what they want it to be, and I can see it is starting to piss a few people off. And me, for what has pissed me off, for one, that I won't watch the show when that person's on it anymore. And I'm scared of that also happening, because I'm an opinionated twat, Sprue, as you well know. And it's not you, Salford. I'm an opinionated twat at times, and that's probably why people don't want me on, because instead of creating a video and putting a video out there for drama, which I was going to do, but Bonnie and Michelle stopped me, I tend to I'll crack it face on. If I'm on a live call with somebody and they say something that maybe I don't agree with, or my view doesn't agree with them, I'll tackle it there and then.
Yeah.
So I won't do it behind somebody's back or anything like that. And that's probably why a lot of people don't want me. Plus, I'm a boring sod. I'm probably not as techie minded as everybody else that goes on and knows every nth of every single mod that comes out there and everything else. And I don't have a lot of
you can't. There's so many mods out there, you can't know everything.
But it doesn't stop some people from thinking they know everything.
No, it's just people.
Because I know whenever we were doing Irons in the Clouds and we're doing the news, and we were putting out all these new mods that were coming out, and you see within 4 or 5 months they start all blurring into one another.
But I don't want to go down that bit. I don't want to be down the boring side of things. I want to try and keep things more fluid and upbeat, and have a bit of a, because people do reviews, so people can watch reviews if they want to see what mods are like, or if they want to see what anything is like and everything else. At the end of the day, we need somewhere that, yes, we can do a bit of advocacy, but you could go like Goober, and the Goober wasn't the person I was talking about earlier, by the way. Goober will read a whole article, every single inch of that article, as well as posting it. instead of just picking out a couple of discussion points of it and discussing it, he will read out that whole article, and by the time he gets to the end of it, you've lost what the track of the article was.
Yeah, that is very true, and I love Goober dearly, but that's one of Goober's main flaws. Instead of reading that article before he goes live and picking out certain points to discuss, he goes too far with it, and as you say, by the time he gets to the end of it, people have lost the will to live, to be honest.
And
they've switched off halfway through.
Even the likes of the UK Vape Show, yes, they've got maybe 700 to 800 people in there, but preaching advocacy.
See Switch's comment there? Welcome back, by the way, Switch.
I'm back. Just substitutes and
mini Rose reviews. Yeah, in all honesty, Switch, the apple didn't fall far from the tree there. They are so alike, it's frightening.
But even the UK Vape Show with their 800 viewers, they could do any amount of advocacy, but that's not getting out to the people it matters. Because
talking to the choir.
Yeah, they're preaching to the choir.
So they need to, it's, to me, anybody that wants to do advocacy needs to go into the shops, start getting material printed, getting it into shops, getting signs up in shops where people are actually going to buy the stuff and seeing it. Websites, any of the websites that sell things, they should have the very first screen you should have to go through should be an advocacy screen, so to speak.
Yeah.
So they should be going through that. It then, but the shops is the main focal point. When somebody walks in there, they should be getting.
It needs to be feet on the street, every bit as much as us sitting here discussing it now. But the online community is limited. It's a lot, especially on the vaping side of things. The online community is a mere drop in the ocean compared to the population out there on the street. And on the street is where it needs to be.
It does work, because whenever the first rumblings about it wasn't called the TPD at the time. It was some other directive that Europe was trying to put through. There was people going out to the shops, giving the shops the material and funding buckets as well to fund fighting this bill that Europe was trying to put through.
Yeah.
It worked.
But it's proven to work, Brew, and I'm totally in agreement with you. And like the ones who are in the chat now, they're mostly regular chatters that come into our chat. And for us to sit every week and preach about advocacy, this, that, and the other, and
yeah, they get fed up hearing the same things over and over again, don't they?
You only get a certain percentage of the market that do actually watch the shows. It's like, on a general day of work, if I was to ask like how many people, if I had say 20 customers come through a door, how many people would watch YouTube?
Yeah, well, that was the thing. Me and Roy discovered this a couple of years ago. We went to that little expo down in Dublin, and the amount of people that we spoke to, all the vendors that we spoke to, and none of them were even aware that there was an online live stream community.
Mm-hmm.
And Roy, bless him, really didn't know that much about VUKN at that time, and he'd done so much work pimping us out. Darren will agree with that. Mm-hmm. And, Roy did a hell of a lot pimping us out. And, it was amazing the amount of people that didn't know anything about it. Then when we went to Expo that October, it was the same thing again. Me, Roy and Darren, we were walking about talking to various different vendors, and the amount of them that had no clue at all about an online community. They really hadn't a clue. And that was, to be honest, it was really disappointing.
Which is why back page of every magazine.
Yeah.
But it's why I want to come on here, chill out, have a bit of fun, have a bit of vape chat with people that
shit the shit, basically.
Yeah.
But get the message across at the same time. And that's the thing that we can offer.
Thank you, Switch. And you're an up and coming reviewer and everything else. And I say, we got you onto the show, and we've enjoyed having you on the show, and we'll have you on the show anytime you want to.
Thank you, Switch.
The world needs more Roys, Bunnies, and Vape Wine Jedi.
Mm-hmm. And that is very sweet of you to say, so thank you.
It is very
Let's
sweet.
get over and subscribe to Switch My Works as well.
Yeah, please do, because she's a bloody good reviewer.
The way
I
I
like
It's
go,
been very,
see
very
video
good.
of this.
I get the info
Pardon?
to the others. I give the news. It gets me boring to you, but a couple of it's interesting, and a couple spread the word further. But
Exactly, Steve. There.
but Steve, Dave, coming from somebody that's watched your shows, and why am I in such a constructive criticism mood today?
Because something's just been triggered within you, and that's it.
Um,
Michelle, I have been known to partake in cocktails. Maybe not making them, but drinking them is a specialty of mine.
I'm a trained cocktail barman.
Yeah, if you want cocktails making, flutter them eyelashes at Roy, and he will be putty in your hands, my dear.
Well, I'll have a couple whenever I'm over, so buy everything in for you.
Steve,
for me.
sometimes
Yeah, stock up the bar.
Steve, Dave, sometimes your news articles go the same way as Gibbers. Not as long-winded as Gibbers at sometimes, but they just get to the point where, as Bruce said, a lot of the mods just blend into one and everything else. You've always worked better as a twosome or a threesome. So whenever like tomorrow night's show goes on, and there's you, Brie, and Bunny, that'll bring you a bit out of your shell a bit more, because sometimes you can be lost in what the articles are. There,
To be
that's my
fair,
constructive.
he has done really well on his own. But you see, whenever I said I need a break, the first thing I said was make sure he's got someone on with him. Because I know how hard it is to actually do a show on your own.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. I've tried it twice. It's not something I'll ever do again.
Oh, looks
Yeah,
like I've been
it's
told
not
that the
something I
hospital
would
to
do.
take it easy. Just read his latest Facebook post.
So, yeah, because Vic has a few problems at the minute, both with his eyes and with his throat. He has to go to the hospital on Thursday to get the camera to see what's going on down there. He may have to go for surgery.
He's at the hospital. He's at the hospital today.
Wow.
He's at the hospital today because that came up in the cast earlier on. So
Wow.
back from here we go. I'll read it out. I'll be boring. It's not
No,
long.
please read it out.
So back from a very quick preliminary camera shoved down my throat at the hospital thing. My new GP has apparently fast-tracked this straight to an ear, nose and throat specialist for the weekend prim exam because of the voice problems have been going on and off for a while. The quick look he had made him tut out loud and keep repeating, "You should have seen your doctor sooner," over and over again. The main exam will be coming this week, but for now the specialist said he recommends I take it easy on the voice for the coming week. So I know what's up today, and next week there will only be one review, which is a fast-track review paid for by UWell, which will be up on Wednesday. As the specialist said, I should have gone to the doctor sooner than I did, but this may end up leading to me going under the knife for the second time due to overstressing of the vocal cords.
Jesus. Poor soul. He's not having it easy lately, bless him.
He's not.
No, and he's due to go and get his eyes peeled again as well, because his eyes have been particularly giving him a lot of bother lately, and he's. It used to be he only had to go once every 18 months to get this done, but it's getting more and more regular. But yeah, Vic, being the stubborn little goat that he is putting that off until after Expo. So
Yeah,
too many steak bites, ain't he?
Saintie's actually said it better. Saintie's actually said it better than the way I was saying it. VH said it's not saying it's boring per se, but hearing in one show and then another show and then another show and then another show is boring. So I suppose that's what I'm meaning, because every show tends to, something new comes out. Every show will showcase that's something new. To me, keep a lot of that stuff for the reviews or a quick look. You know, you've got
The
it.
thing-
Show it
The
off.
thing is, though, when there's new hardware comes out, especially, your viewers like to be kept informed of what new hardware's out there. But unless you're doing your show on a Monday, by the time it gets to a Friday, it's already been covered by Christ knows how many other shows. So it does get a bit, on the repetitive side.
Especially
Not boring
when
per se, but just repetitive. It's
Yeah,
just,
especially when
it's,
something's big.
again. But
Like when the Rage came out, every show, everybody was talking about the Rage, the Rage, the Rage, the Rage, the Rage, the Rage,
Yeah,
the Rage.
and
The top
they
side,
did the
the top
same.
side, the top side, the top side, the top
Yeah.
side duel, the top side duel, top side duel. But then all these other weird ones that people don't, because people will think maybe they're crap. Like out into Ballymena Vape Club, they've got 2 nice little new mods, 20 quid. For a
Is that
pen
the
stick.
wee pod kits that they've got
No,
in?
the wee pen stick.
Oh yes, aye.
It takes 18,650.
Mhm.
But it's for 20
Yeah, I
quid.
saw those.
But it's for 20 quid. And
Mhm.
there's nobody mentioning that because it's not big or fancy or mainstream. So,
But that's the thing. If you don't mention those smaller companies, they're never going to become mainstream.
Exactly.
And a lot of those smaller companies actually put a lot more time and effort into their products than a lot of the bigger names do. A lot of the bigger names, the likes of Smog, iJoy, people like that, their stuff's mass produced
and they rush
because
it out.
they are so popular. Their stuff's mass produced. They're rushing it out, and then there's all these problems with it. Smaller companies like Baptio, Aleph even, Aleph are quite a big brand name, but because they're not releasing products like every week.
And they're more aimed towards the cheap stuff.
Yeah, they're more aimed towards people on a budget, and a lot of people just write off Aleph because they're cheap. And I'm sorry, but I've always found that the cheaper things are actually better value for money.
But then also you get the bigger reviewers who maybe have put out a bad review because the product wasn't up to standard. Not put out a bad review, but put out saying this product's not up to standard or it's not up to full scratch. Then that company stops talking to those bigger reviewers. Then they sort of get lost in the quagmire because then the smaller reviewers think, well, if the big reviewer's not reviewing it, then why should I get it to review it?
Exactly.
Like that.
Because I know Steve Dave, he let me try the new Ely pod system that's coming out, or is out now. I'm not too sure. And it was a decent wee device. And it looks as if they're going to be selling it reasonably cheap compared to a lot of the other pods.
See, I like a lot of the pod systems that are out. I think they're a fantastic idea. The main problem I have with them is the amount of money that they're costing. You know, no pod kits that are aimed towards the people that are just coming off cigarettes should not be that expensive. Nobody should have to pay 40, 50 quid for a pod kit.
Exactly.
And the thing is, you know, when that mini, if you go to the website there, you can read the whole magazine. But Steve Dave actually did a really good review on those wee
Disposable
£6.
Yeah, the N1.
The thing is a USB charger for that would only cost about 10-20p, and another 10-20p to redesign it so you get have refillable pods. You know, okay, at the end of it might be £7 at the store.
Yeah, but
and
for
maybe
that extra
£2.
pound, you're getting a lot more options.
Yeah, and maybe another £2 for getting the wee pods, you know, replaced.
Yeah. Whenever your coil
that's
burns
the
out.
level those pods should be at. To the £7 to £10 mark.
Yeah, you should never have to pay. I think you should never have to pay more than £15 for a pod kit. Because when you think about it, there's certain cigarette brands out there are £12 a packet now for a pack of 20,
Exactly.
and you know you shouldn't have to pay any more than what you would pay for a pack of cigarettes for a pod kit. So I think, me personally, I don't think pod kits should be any higher than £15. Maybe 20 at a push, depending on, you know.
If it's a more extravagant ones like the
if you can adjust the wattages and stuff like that on them, that's different. But for a bog standard, you know, like the My Blue kit, for example, you know, to buy one of those, just walking into a shop off the street and buying one of those, you're talking 20 quid.
15-20 quid, even though they did that £1 offer.
Yeah, online they do that £1 offer, but you don't get that in a corner shop.
Exactly.
Whereas you're walking into a corner shop and seeing those pod kits sitting, and those pod kits are twice the price of a packet of cigarettes, you're not going to buy one. Because there's no incentive for you to make that switch. Cost effectively, there's no incentive for you to make that switch. Now, granted, yes, you pay that wee bit extra, you've always got that kit. You're paying anywhere up to 12 or 13 pounds for a packet of fags. The only thing you've got at the end of that is, you know, a dirty ashtray and bad lungs. You know, whereas with a pod kit, you're paying 20 quid for a pod kit. You've always got that. You've got something to show for your money. And in that respect, yes, it's a good idea. But initially, smokers will see the cost of that and they'll think, I'm not paying that. That's going to be their first thought. I'm not paying that. It's too expensive.
But that's where a shop comes into its own. That's where a shop and a good salesperson comes into their own. And somebody's saying, right, you're going to be paying 30 quid for this.
Yeah, but
for a week.
Joe Public and the newsagent is not going to have all the information there to be able to upsell that product to someone.
True.
That's where vape shops are good, but your local corner shop is first point of contact for people wanting to make that switch, because they go in there to get their cigarettes on the way to work in the morning. They see these pod kits sitting. They think, oh, I'll maybe give that a try sometime. But that person that's working in that corner shop is not trained enough to know the benefits of vaping for a start, and they're not trained enough to know the benefits of using that particular device. That's the point I'm getting to.
I'm not sure whether I agree with the fact of people going to a shop and seeing things and giving it a try. Like going into a corner shop, yeah, you'll see things out there. Like I see a lot of My Blue and Vape around in the shops around me, just the corner shops, and even some of the supermarkets, as such. But seeing customers coming in and thinking, well, I want to give up smoking, they coming in and saying that to us, I think, they would rather go to a vape shop, which is more specialised, where they know they're going to get the information they need.
There is that, but then when you think about it, a lot of people have built up relationships with the staff that work in their local corner shop, and they don't know the people working in the vape shop, so they maybe don't feel as confident going and speaking to them. Whereas if the person in the corner shop was clued up on their information, it would get them started at least. It's all about communication at the end of the day. And if you've already a pre-established relationship built up with someone, you're going to go to that person for advice. You're not going to walk into a shop you've never been in before and speak to a total stranger about it. So the point of sale, especially in a corner shop, I think corner shop staff, if they sell vaping products, should be they should have some sort of more training to be able to answer the questions that the public are going to be asking them. But again, the cost side of things as well, I get it. The shops have to make their money. I get that. And there's no point being in business if you're not trying to make money. But
when you look at some shops and they've got the owners who've actually got no idea what they're on about. They don't know what they're talking about when it comes to vaping. They just care about what the profits are. They have these salespeople coming in from all these big companies saying, "Oh, stock this product. This is what the set.
This is the latest big thing."
They get all the people coming in and saying that this is what you can make. And as soon as they start saying about the money signs, they're like they're all over it, and they really could not give two flying monkeys about what they're selling.
Exactly.
No idea what they're on about. Some corner shops they maybe shouldn't be allowed in the shops. Even to a certain extent of supermarkets, I don't think that unless people are getting the training.
Mr. Morgan,
see you later, Ian.
See you later, Ian. I don't think if supermarkets are getting the training on, teaching people on how to use them, giving them the benefits and stuff like that, well, they shouldn't be stocking them.
Well, see, that's where Council of Vapour lost one of their, as far as I have been concerned, one of their best employees. Jolene, who worked for Council of Vapour in Northern Ireland, actually went out to the shops and she gave training to all the staff. She went back to the shop multiple times so she could get all the staff. She gave training on the staff on all the Council of Vapour products that they were selling in the shop, and the juice line, and what it was for and everything else. She went off on the sick, and then Council of Vapour played nasty with her.
Yeah, let her go.
Yeah.
Dirty trick, if you ask me, because Jolene was bloody good at her job, and she was a hell of a nice girl to boot.
And they never replaced her.
No.
But if
so they don't have that public face anymore, do they?
No. Jolene got them into, I think it was like 45 shops over here, and now that's just all done online. I checked with a couple of the shops that she's got it into, and they do it all online.
Yeah.
But
none of the reps actually go out to the shops anymore. I think in recent months, the only rep, I know, going back to when I worked in the vape shop, the only rep that ever came in to see us was from SMKD, because Becca had been speaking to him at Expo, and he had come in and out of various different shops trying to get a hold of Gary and Robert. So he had been in with me quite a few times looking for them, and I don't know if they ever did manage to get a hold of Gary and Robert or not. But
going back to what something that Sam from Mr. Wick said, Bonnie will back me up on this. Whenever I started doing video reviews, I didn't do it for numbers. I did written reviews, and it was sort of.
Yeah, you were sort of happy enough just doing your written reviews, and you were kind of backed into your corner to do a video review, and it just kind of went from there, really.
I was looking, because of the magazine and everything else, I'm at 14,000 views on my written reviews. Considering I haven't pushed one out since the FP.
Yeah.
September, October time.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm still getting views on it. There's still people reading those articles, which in my eyes is
do you have your blog site listed on your YouTube channel as well? Have you a link?
No.
No?
No.
Why not?
I did have to start with, but then I didn't. Because to me they're two separate. Yeah, it should have it and everything else. But even, you know, at the minute,
It's all exposure at the end of the day.
you know,
Exactly.
what I am finding is my Instagram is growing. You know, it wasn't that long ago I went over the 500 mark on my Instagram. I'm now at now approaching the 800.
Yeah.
So my Instagram's going, and all I ever do is when I put a review up, I take a picture and then put it into.
Cindy! Cindy says they're only reading those reviews because they want to fall asleep fast.
No, saying they watch my video reviews to fall asleep fast. But what I can say is keep an eye out for the few people that is in chat. Keep an eye out for my Jack Rabbit.
Oh yeah, the Jack Rabbit.
Keep an eye out for that review when it comes out, because that review will be something different, completely different. So that'll be a couple of weeks before that comes out, but whenever that comes out, it will be something different.
Yeah,
Jack Rabbit.
Jack Rabbit line.
There we go.
Yeah, Michelle knows.
No, Roy, they watch the reviews as they like a horror show and want nightmares. Oh, sorry, I sit corrected.
Oh.
That would be the last thing I'd be watching.
Cindy, you are so nice.
The thing about it is, buddy, all I could just fire back at and go, at least I've got the balls to put my face on camera.
Oh, shots fired! But yeah, you've got a point there. And at the end of the day, Sainty, if I can do this shit, there's no reason why you can't.
If I can do this shit, there's no reason you can't.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've got a
anyway.
Roy will tell you how I tie myself up in knots every time before I go live. Yeah,
So bro.
And
to the point where I have actually gone to the toilet and been physically sick.
And
Look at there's
that,
John, and don't upset Roy.
was whenever you first went on to Twitch. That very first show on Twitch.
Oh yeah. 10 minutes before we did our first live show on Twitch, I had my head down the toilet. It was not pleasant. It was like a scene from The Exorcist. It was not nice.
And yes, Michelle, it is going to be hilarious. It's going to put the fun into my reviews.
Good.
Well, I might have to give that a watch.
Yeah, definitely.
But that's the thing with people doing live shows. We do need more people that aren't reviewers actually doing them. And I know it can be a bit
Yeah, the
daunting.
ordinary Joe public vapor needs to get out there.
Like, take Andy Summerfield. I've asked him several times to come on the Islands in the Clouds.
Good evening,
Nice.
Welsh Dragon Vapor.
Hi, Dragon.
Good evening,
I-
Welsh Dragon Vapor.
But it's
Welcome him in Welsh.
always the worst bit.
Wow, you did that
just
one. I've got to
before
learn
the
now.
show. It's once you're actually live and you see the chat going, you actually forget that you're live nearly.
You do, yeah. It's just like having a video call, like a Skype call, with the added bonus of other people's input. That's just all it is.
I tend to just listen to these pair and just watch whatever happens on chat, and if like, well,
It is a bit.
say
It
something.
is a bit daunting. It is a bit daunting the first time you do it. It really is. I'd be a liar if I said it wasn't. But
Oh, there's no walking apart.
once, after a while, you just sort of forget. In a way, you kind of forget that the cameras are there. You don't even notice them.
But there's one thing I absolutely hate about live shows.
What?
It's not this show excluded. I mean, is whenever someone goes onto a show that is maybe new or hasn't done it that much before, and all of a sudden they get ignored and they're just left to sit there. Nobody interacts with them. Other hosts will go on about the rest of the show, but that person's sitting there and doesn't get interacted with, doesn't get try and bring them into the conversation. We
Yeah.
always try and bring people into the conversation.
Mhm.
Like I'll throw, no matter who it is, if I see someone sitting quiet, well, apart from Ryan, who's my son, if someone's sitting quiet, I'll just throw a question at them for the fun
Where
of
did
it.
he come from?
And John, don't worry about it, mate. I know Sainty's only sort of jesting.
Yeah, Saintie's the most lovable troll on the planet. He really is.
If I thought
Because we know he doesn't mean any malice by it. You know, he knows I'd kick his arse if he was chucking any malice in there anyway. He knows I'd hand him a new one.
And he knows I would remove. You know, it's simple. His spanner would be gone if we thought there was any malice in what he was saying.
Yeah, we never would have gave him a spanner in the first place if we thought he was being a nasty twat. But
he's an advocate for live shows. He's in every live show. But he's not. Just
he pimps out our show every week.
He's not sitting there lurking. He does come out with some good advice at times. He keeps the chat going. His humour. He's a bit like
Sinner.
Sinner.
And Hursing.
And Hursing as well. Yeah, Hursing's good with the trolling.
And the odd taxi inspector.
Yeah, the taxi inspector.
Saintie's Saintie's a cunt, but he's our cunt.
I'm going to tell you this right now. I am going to get you on a live show at some point.
And if he doesn't, I will.
Michelle.
Because Andy has a lot of information. He's like an encyclopedia, and in all honesty, I don't know why the hell he hasn't done it before.
Especially in the high-end section as well.
You know you're going to have to put that Nightbot command in there now, don't you?
If I can figure it out.
Yeah. Oh, it's easy enough to do.
Right.
Really?
There you go, Bon. I'll give you the login. Nightbot and do it.
Well, you're the one that knows how to do Nightbot, so it should be easy enough to do. You know, you regularly set up all the other Nightbot commands.
Normal person puts the milk in first, so we know not to burn the bean.
Yes. You don't burn the bean.
Milk lasts like a
normal
person.
Don't burn the bean.
You burn the bean, it's nasty.
Yeah.
You can flick the bean, don't burn the bean.
That's a different show. As Nick would say, after show.
That's okay, I'll play Nightbot.
Cunty bot.
Thank you, Cindy. At least there's one member of staff working today, you know.
Michelle's part-time, she is.
Mm.
She's under.
Michelle's got an excuse. She's eating her dinner.
She's under tutelage from Saintly, so she's got her outfits up.
Oh, is she the apprentice?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the apprentice.
Yeah, okay.
She has not been fired. Not yet, anyway.
You didn't even burn them anyway. They've already been roasted. Plus, milk first burns my wee mouth.
That's why you stir it. You absolute fool.
Yeah, because it makes no difference to the temperature if you put the milk in.
No, it actually doesn't.
Although if you're,
what have you got
what I find is if you put the water in first, it dissolves both sugar and coffee a lot better than having the milk in first.
Well, if you do it this way, right? If you make 2 cups of coffee, one with the milk in first, one with the milk in second, but use exactly the same amount of milk. What you'll see, if you put the milk in last, you'll see a scummy water ring round the top of the coffee.
Listen to him going all barista on us now.
So that's what that is?
Brew thought it was something else. You must be using the wrong milk, Brew.
Again, Ryan, after show? It explains why it's a bit salty occasionally, but you know. Yes, I went there, okay.
Don't call it salted caramel for no reason.
Exactly.
Well, the thing about it is, with tea, the reason people put milk in first with tea, especially if you're using it in the teapot, not a tea bag, but using a teapot, is because they used to use fine boned china cups, and if you put the hot water in straight away to it, it actually cracked the china. So that's why they put the milk in first. If you using tea bags, you have to.
Michelle says tea is a swear word.
I think we got a bit of a fight going on with Saintie and Andy. But I think they both need to go on cam and just fight it out together. Both of them live.
What I will say is this: Andy has been on Vape Lounge NI Live.
Yes, and Andy was also on Chris's charity live stream this afternoon. If Saintie had been paying attention, he would have seen that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Saintie was invited to come on, but Saintie didn't.
Also, Sinner has been on Vape Lounge NI Live.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and Sinner also did that epic 6.5 hour live stream with Goober. He was there for about 4.5 hours of that.
And he did actually do shows on VUKN.
Yes, he used to do shows on VUKN along with Castle Vape.
So there you go, Saintie.
I don't have Zoom, so bullshit. Have you a webcam? And we all know you have VC because you told us you downloaded VC, so you have no fucking excuse.
Nah.
Plus, you can get Zoom and VC on your mobile phone, which has cameras at the top.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so your argument is, in fact, invalid.
He almost sounds like he's VC or cameras.
You were on Vape Lounge NI one night live.
Was he unknown to be on? Was he like being filmed randomly?
No, he knew he was on.
It was brief, though.
It was brief, but he was on.
Yeah, and there was that one time, Andy, that you made a very brief appearance on a VUKN show with a certain pleb who shall not be named.
Hiya, Colette.
Hey, Colette.
Hi, Colette.
But oh, we gave Poods on as well.
Yeah, we had Pud.
Okay. Kids screaming outside the house. Cue the system.
Yeah, we had that here last night. I was beginning to think Justin Bieber had made an appearance outside here last night. A lot of kids running up and down the street screaming.
But no, I enjoy this wee relaxed atmosphere place to come and chill.
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Andy Summerfields, I'll have you know you were live because one night you were talking to me and Bunny and you were put live.
Did he go over and start talking to you and not realise he was live?
Yeah. Well, I think actually Roy was being a bad boy and put him live and didn't tell him.
Dun, dun,
As he has been known to do on occasion.
Yeah, Michelle found that out.
I know! I saw that one as well. That was funny. Her face when she realised she was live was beautiful.
But people need to understand. Tell me not to do something and I'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't call Andy Summerfield right now.
You're so bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Roy had this habit of, all of us, a few of us maybe being in a group call, and Roy would then go into presenter mode and make like we were live when we really weren't. But he called a bluff one night and did the whole spiel, good evening, folks, welcome, and all that. And he actually did click the go live button, and Michelle's wee face was just priceless.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome back to another.
Exactly. I see a puppy dog.
I've got a little rat dog.
Oh, what about? Oh, look. Oh, he's adorable. He's so cute.
My little bitch.
So, what's her name?
Sooty.
Oh.
Andy's
kind of like
actually online, so I can't call him.
How long have you had?
Like, a little black bitch would work.
Oh, she's so cute. So how old is she?
How old are you, kiddo?
Yeah, right, like the dog's going to be able to answer you.
I don't know, I'd have to ask Charlotte. I think she's about 5 months, 6 months.
Oh.
She was another one of an accident. She was one of the accident puppies.
Yeah, I lost my little dog about a month ago.
Oh.
Yeah. House is so quiet without him. But my cat terrorizes me relentlessly, so. But, oh.
Go and be Vape famous. Look at the camera.
Oh, you're lucky I'm not there. I'd be stealing that wee girl right now. She's adorable.
Gonna go and lie down. Oh, it's tangled. It's tangled.
Oh, she's so cute.
Why have you done this, man? There we go.
There you go. Andy's throwing you down a challenge, Roy. He wants you to prove that you went live. Video where it didn't happen.
Hello.
Hey, babe.
Hello.
Oh, jeez.
Where did you come from?
I don't know.
Her mum?
The men.
Her mum?
Scotland, last time I checked, Ryan.
How far away is that? What's the time difference?
Oh, wait. I think it's about an hour.
Ahead, I think.
Oh, so it's about 7 up there.
Mm.
Oh no, it's bedtime.
So how are you, babe?
I am good. Just made my
How's the
coffee.
backing going?
Rubbish.
In
I don't know.
other words, it's not.
No, I'm actually nearly done. I've just got the kitchen to do, so.
Hiya, Patsy.
Oh, I like your meat pod.
Oh yeah,
Sparkly one.
I won it actually. I won it last year.
Nice.
The rave pod.
The one I have is the white one. It's like the dragon scale.
Oh yeah, I love it though.
Oh, it's a great wee thing. Absolutely brilliant.
I need to charge this, otherwise I'd be using that. That's my
Yeah.
favourite. Yeah.
Loads of paperwork.
Oh
Oh joy.
no, I don't do paperwork. Yeah, I'd have a meltdown with all that paperwork. Really would.
I've got to look through it all. There's a couple of like answers I don't know the answer to.
That's the only reason you're moving to Northern Ireland. You don't have to do paperwork.
You know, you can do it all for me. Hey. No, I'm just not a fan.
Yeah, you see, Michelle, you've got minions now. Having minions is wonderful.
I know, you can make me coffee.
I know.
And probably put the milk in first, like, yeah, not a normal person.
Mm.
I need help with an answer to a question. Like it's quite bad. Like I don't know the answer to this one.
Your
I'm
meal.
terrible.
Your meal.
No, I think I
Did you
got
just
that one
assume
right.
his gender?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Roy just assumed his gender.
I'm terrible at quizzes.
I think
I
I
think I guessed that one.
He's
I
my
got that
son,
one
so I can.
Hi, Tetley.
Hey, Tetley.
I got
Hi,
it right. I
little
got a
boy.
tick in that box.
Hey, Tetley.
I like his description there. Bunny, Roy, lady in the middle, vaping knob jockey.
How sexy is this, Roy? Like, honestly.
Michelle, that is gorgeous.
They burn.
That is gorgeous.
They burn.
He's going to be like, I love this colour.
You're just gonna when you go over there next week, yeah, Michelle, you're just gonna sit and do this at him, aren't you?
I tell you
Look,
what.
Roy, survived beauty. Look
Wait
at
till you
that.
see wait till you see my review on that.
Are you going to review that?
He is. Yeah, of course he is.
Wow.
He's not getting out of that one.
I am going to review that, and trust me.
And he's going to be like, this is my favourite colour. Out of all of them, I would always choose the green one.
It'll be things like, folks, you can get it in this horrible, nasty colour. Other beautiful colours like the blue and red are available.
Definitely not.
And the
Whatever.
purple, don't forget the purple.
Oh, the purple one.
And
Oh, yeah, the purple one. Yeah.
that's the one I want.
Tetley,
That's the
Loverboy,
one I will have.
this is Lover Girl.
Don't give
the
me
one in the
shiny
middle.
itis for you now, Bunny. Come on. I need shiny itis myself.
Well,
Michelle, take your mic
Michelle,
back
Michelle,
Oh,
a wee bit
stick
to
one.
yourself.
stick with me,
Sorry.
babe. I'll show you shiny items.
I got shiny itis, but I got no pennies.
That's better.
Yeah, you see, that's my problem right now as well, Ryan. Shiny itis is very, very real, and it's torture when you're skint.
Yes, Cindy, that's why I said to her to move her mic just a wee bit away. I have no control over
I'm
this.
sorry. I'm excited. 5 sleeps.
I know.
I have control. I've just remembered I've got control of the volume.
I can watch the bitches on the boat on Friday.
Yeah.
At 8 PM for all you people in chat who don't know when the bitches are on, and it's the bitches of Eastwick, and you can find them on Twitch.
Is that 8 PM Scottish time or normal UK time?
That's the thing. How are you
Scottish
going to
time.
work that time difference, Michelle?
I don't know.
Are you going to start watching it in Scottish time, then finish in Northern Ireland
It's-
time, or are you going to watch it in Northern Ireland time and finish? And
That's the thing. Can you get jet lag on a boat?
Boat lag, innit?
You know,
We'll
but
soon find out.
boat lag, yes, that's the one.
I thought
Boat
you
lag.
experienced that one already, the boat lag.
These are so mean.
do you know what I
Terrible,
found?
innit?
Do you know what I found really funny? You know when I flew over to Edinburgh the other week, it's that wee bit in the middle where the plane just goes, dunk, and you go through the time zone. Oh, it was really weird.
But you had deja vu, didn't you?
Yeah.
On the way back. You're like, I swear
It's
I've been to this place before.
I landed before it took off.
An hour ago.
I landed before it took off. It was really weird.
That's just baffling. How did you manage that?
I don't know.
That's these time zone things.
I'll tell you what that
Do your
does.
brain.
it does come in really strange whenever you fly to Paris, or when you fly to Paris from Newcastle, because of that the proper hour difference. It's a 2-hour flight, but in reality it's only an hour.
An hour.
Or 3
Yep,
hours.
it was the same when I went to Spain in September. So it was exactly the same. A 2.5 hour flight, and with the time it was in the morning when I landed in Spain, it was like I'd literally only left Belfast an hour and a half before.
But the thing about it is, how do we factor in the Welsh 45 minutes as well?
Oh, we need to go to Wales. I need an hour and 45 extra in my bed.
No, you lose it.
You lose it.
Oh shit! Yeah, no, the 15 minutes. Never mind. It's still early in the morning here.
Yeah, Michelle's time zone's completely different from the rest of us.
I'm in my own
Which
time
makes it
zone.
as she goes along.
I'm setting the trends. Definitely.
Yeah, of course you're setting the trend. You're a member of the Point 3 Club now.
Point 1, we have cookies.
Oh wait, this doesn't do point ones.
See, I can actually, no, I can show you, I don't just say we've got cookies, I can show you we've got cookies.
Well, I don't have cookies, but, you know,
What?
I don't have cookies, but I do have these.
Ooh, oh, potatoes. Oh, cheese and onion as well.
I have
Got
these.
4 fingers.
I don't not
Look at the Kit Kat twins here.
Chunky white though.
Oh, no, I want
Oh,
potatoes.
they're my favourite. The peanut butter Kit Kats are amazing.
Funny.
What?
Oh wait, the range doesn't go up in
Nothing
point ones
caramel
either.
digit. Those are gorgeous. Those are gorgeous.
I've not tried them ones, banoffee caramel.
Oh, Michelle, you've got to try them. He knows my weakness as a banoffee, right? 2 years ago, I went to Expo, and Roy didn't come with me. That weekend that I was away, he made my 2 favourite desserts and scoffed the lot himself. My 2 favourite things are a cheesecake
I love
and a banoffee, and he made both and scoffed the lot himself.
No,
I was only
no.
away for 4 days, and he didn't even keep me a slice.
No, I didn't make a cheesecake.
Was it a pavlova?
Pavlova.
Pavlova. Yeah, that's my other favourite.
Pavlova and banoffee.
Yeah, yeah. So he went and made those, scoffed the lot, didn't even keep me a slice.
Yeah,
Didn't keep me a crumb, never mind a slice.
I would have. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Absolute swine.
I would not have been happy either. I'd be like,
Hi
"Where's the
Michelle,
cake?"
nice to put
I was
a face to your name. There's Switch.
Hi, Switch my Wicks. How are you? Don't mind the dodgy accent. It's kind of weird.
Posh-
I'm Scottish
posh
on it.
We'll soon get that out of you.
Posh Scottish.
I'm Scottish. Probably not for long, hey.
And in
No.
2 weeks, in 2 weeks' time, she could be, well, she probably will be sitting beside me doing.
You'll be like, "Can I have a coffee, please?" And I'll be like,
She better be.
"I'll be like, here's your coffee."
Yeah, she could be sitting on his knee. She's small enough.
Exactly.
You could, yeah. Just have to budge him over.
Have you been moved now then? Because there seems to be a bed which has grown behind you in different wallpaper. Have you been
Yeah,
evicted
he's-
then from Vape Cave?
Yeah.
Well, it had to be because Vape Cave has been converted to a bedroom.
Considering this time next week, there'll be Michelle and 3 kids here as well,
Yeah.
permanently.
Instant family.
Yeah.
Just add instant family. Just add Michelle.
That's it, just happening. Yeah. That's all
Well,
you
you
need.
best make some room for me then.
We'll
we're hop-
squeeze you in.
And don't worry,
somewhere.
you can keep on the sofa. You'll be grand.
Actually, the sofa turns out to be a bed if it fits in his living room.
Well,
There you go.
the
You'll be
sofas
fine.
will fit in the living room. They won't be able to make it into a bed, but they're wide enough to sleep on, Ryan. So.
Oh, we could. Oh no.
I
you've
don't
got
think it's the
tiny
width I need to
Hey.
worry about, just the length I
Roy.
need to fit in
Roy,
it.
Yeah.
get a sofa bed into the summer house.
No, sofa bed wouldn't fit in the summer house in the shed.
Yes. So when is the bar going to be open for business?
Oh, we need a cocktail bar, definitely. It's
Yeah.
not a drink.
I'd need to get the funds together first of all to buy all the insulation and insulate the whole inside of it, and then build the bar. But the base of the bar is already there, so that's not so bad. The foundations are there. Just need to build up around that.
Yeah.
And it'll not be like yours, Switch. Don't worry. It won't be as fancy as yours, but
If you're going to be doing a lot of cocktails on it, you could also put a hammock in there.
Oh, hammock. Don't put it up too high though.
Yeah, don't be expecting me to go onto one of those.
I'm getting a hammock for the back garden.
Me and a hammock, no, not a good idea. I end up either flat in my face or rolling about like an upturned turtle. It's not pretty.
So, will any of the casters be in chat going to Chef? No.
Chef's
Ryan
Fest
might
in
be.
Cardiff. Ryan might go to that, but
Apparently it looked really good last time, from what Jules and that were saying.
I'm just having a little look now just to see when it is, and
I am hoping that things work out that I can get to Expo. That's what I'm concentrating on right now.
I hope
Because
so.
as it stands at the minute, it's not looking like I'm going to get to Glasgow at the end of March, which I'm kind of disappointed about. But you know, these things happen. But my aim right now is to get the funds together to be able to go to Expo in May and potentially Manchester in August.
In Manchester. I've never been to Manchester. I think I've been to the train station.
Well, what we might do, what I was thinking, Michelle, from Manchester, is because we'll probably have the kids. So, we will do. End of August, we will have the kids. Instead of driving up to give them to your mum and dad, we could go over. You could have a day at Expo. I'll look after the kids. Have a day at Expo. After the kids, or half day each, and swap over.
Sounds good. I'll probably get lost though. Wandering on my own.
No, you wouldn't, because I'll be there.
Oh, okay, yeah, you can lead the way.
You and me can stick together on the day that he has the kids, and then, we'll take the kids and let the boys play.
Yeah, oh, that sounds fun. Yeah. Okay,
because
I'm game.
The Trafford Centre is literally, you walk out of the hotel we stay in Manchester, you just literally walk down.
Trafford Centre's right across the road.
Into the Trafford Centre.
Mm-hmm.
It's straight down the road. It's straight down the road.
Along the road.
Yeah, it's not half our lap in the city first.
Oh, we're just going along the road, it's fine. But yeah, how many roads, Michelle?
An hour later.
You got that right once, and that was the Danny's.
Yeah, but I was showing you the scenic route. What's wrong with that?
And you showed me the scenic route in Dundee as well. I know Dundee, but you showed me the scenic route.
Yeah, because I like to look through all the windows at all the pretty things on the way past, not just go down the boring streets.
I'm going to have a look. I'm just looking at it now on Facebook. If I'm available to go, I'll probably go.
Yeah, you see, July 13th is a bit of a dodgy day for us because that's right slap bang in the middle of our summer holiday here.
Yeah. And
travel around that time of the year from Northern Ireland is stupid expensive.
Very expensive. It's called the Builder's Fortnight. The first 2 weeks of July, everything in Northern Ireland is so expensive.
Yeah, July fortnight is expensive over here, and especially travelling if you're trying to get out of it. It's expensive enough travelling to anywhere from Northern Ireland, but
Balls is going back to sleep.
10 times worse at that time of the year.
Balls, I thought you were permanently asleep.
Sorry.
Well, if you're looking at coming over, it's quite cheap to go from Bristol to Belfast International to Bristol. I always find it a lot cheaper than coming to Cardiff direct. And if you did want to come over, I can always grab people from Bristol anyway. It's only about an hour's drive.
That's an hour of me being a passenger.
Well, if you're going to be such a fussy old git, you can drive.
Yeah. It's a little wild sky lying about.
Yes. Sounds like a game of Pokemon going on there. A wild sky has appeared.
Sky. Oh, she is wild. She's a wild one.
Hiya, Sky!
She wraps everyone round her little finger. She's a little princess.
Roy, you do realise Mummy Dearest has the headset on, so Sky will not hear you.
Yeah, but if I shout loud enough, Mummy Dearest will say.
Yeah, if you shout loud enough, you're going to hurt Mummy Dearest, so maybe that's not such a good idea.
Yeah, but Mummy Dearest then will know you have to say hello to Sky from me. What was Sky like this morning, Michelle?
Oh, it was too cute. We were fighting over her. I was like, she's mine.
But she's mine.
Yeah. She was like, I'm both.
Not that you would gloat or anything, Roy. Not in the slightest. Look at that smug look on his face there now.
Honestly, she's got him wrapped already.
Yeah, she's not even moved in yet.
Since day one, honestly.
Yeah, exactly.
It was like every time, it was alright. I could hug Michelle. That was
but Michelle wasn't allowed to hug you.
Michelle hugged me. Sky was straight in over hugging me.
Just like terrible.
Gandalf the Grey and 3 hobbits. Yeah, cheers, sinner.
I can't be a hobbit. My feet are too small.
So which one of us is Gandalf then?
Me?
I haven't even seen Lord of the Rings.
What?
I don't know.
Yeah. You've not seen Lord of the Rings?
To be fair, I've seen parts of it. No, I can't help. Like,
Next week we send Alison watched Game of Thrones.
I haven't seen Game of Thrones either. I'm hiding.
Well, you're in good company because Roy hasn't watched Game of Thrones either. He doesn't like it.
It's too gory for me.
There's just what? Oh no! There's dragons,
like,
Michelle. But there's dragons.
Oh, I like dragons. I know, but
I've
there's
never
so much
seen it,
blood and guts. Oh.
Isn't it just like killing people and sex? Isn't that
And
all it is?
dragons. But dragons, Ryan. Dragons.
Sinner, Sinner, you've got it 100% right. That is a mug from a civilian family.
It is. I found it when I was packing.
This is me holding a 10ml bottle.
Oh,
This is
here we go.
Michelle holding a 10ml bottle.
Yeah, totally. I could actually like live in that bottle. You want to be funny, right? This is funny, right? So my food came and the guy had a smart car. I was like, that's my car.
Wow.
Perfect size.
Smart car is like a smart car is just basically a shopping trolley with doors.
You want to see a smart car on the autobahn though in Germany? Pfft, it looks so out of place. It's
Hi,
hilarious.
Sky.
Say hi. Mhm.
Hi.
Mwah.
Oh, I've never heard of a Greek takeaway. What do they do?
Great food.
Of course you
Proper
can,
one.
Michelle.
That's your first clue, Sherlock.
Everything lamb, no doubt.
Yeah. Go Korean,
She
whatnot.
wants to hear me.
Quick hello.
No, it don't sound too good.
She wants to hear me, Michelle. Mwah.
Roy,
Papa John's.
Roy, sweetheart, you might want to check this comment. Hi, Sky. Can I just say hello to the chat for God's sake?
Hi, Sky. How are you? Miss you.
I thought she was going to eat the microphone then. Oh, man.
Miss you.
Hey, the show's not over yet, Ryan.
I don't think you've got it over her ears. Can you hear us? Can you hear me, Sky? You can. Can you? Yeah?
Yes, you can.
Look at that wee cute smile. That was not anybody's bird.
To yourself on
I
the
know.
thingy as well. Okay, she's a poser like me.
Cheers, Ryan.
She is a poser.
Yeah, Ryan's blowing raspberries at you now.
Blow one back, Sky. Blow raspberry back at him. They come.
Yeah, you'll have to wait till next week for that.
Anything down?
I'll say one thing. I'll say one thing. She's Michelle's double.
Isn't she just?
Spitting image.
Hi, show now.
Yeah, it's the Sky show now. Sky's
Yeah.
over.
Oh, Ryan, show Sky the puppy.
Oh, there's a little puppy.
Look.
Oh, yeah.
Aww.
So cute.
Yeah, Sinner, totally agree. As Michelle's double on height, she's nearly the same height as Michelle.
Yeah. Oh, look.
Hey, puppy. Poor dog looks traumatized.
Does, doesn't it?
Cute.
He's so cute.
Huge bath.
Really pretty.
Wait, Papa, go back to looking for the battery.
I'm gonna check on my phone. I'm gonna check on my phone. Calico. Callie.
I was gonna say, does anyone know anywhere good for a kebab? But no one's gonna know for a kebab around here.
Yeah, we had a dog.
Callie Coco was their dog. So they're interested.
Goodbye.
Why Roy likes
No,
Michelle about
no.
the 10 minutes. Exactly, Sinner. Totally agree. Guy, you give your mum back the headphones, please.
No, that's you tell.
Please?
Sky's the boss.
Hello.
Are you the boss?
Yeah.
You're my boss, aren't you, Sky? You're my princess though as well.
Gonna check on my keyboard. Oh, Callie Cookie.
Say.
What'd you have for dinner?
Doggy.
You had doggy for dinner?
No. No. Ooh, banana.
Banana.
Oh, some onions as well. I am so gonna spend like, how much is that? 13 quid on a kebab.
How much on a kebab?
13 quid.
So crazy.
Wow. What
kebab.
size is the kebab? It's going to be huge.
So it's a large kebab with chips, not tomato
Here,
sticks, and onion rings.
banana. Where'd he go?
I don't want it for delivery, I want collection.
Sinner.
Sinner. Naughty.
Oh, I haven't even got a car.
Minion.
You've no car? Why? Where's
That
the
is like
Where's
the
the Fiesta? Where's the Pasha wagon?
My mum's got it. I just realised.
Oh.
I gotta have it for delivery then.
Me and Michelle stand beside each other.
Amazing.
Yeah, is that a picture of
Yeah.
is that a picture of you and Michelle together, Roy?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
£13 for a kebab. That thing better do a floor show before you eat it.
Yeah, dinner and dance, yeah.
I am absolutely starving.
Ryan, the kebab
Yeah.
I get by year, the kebab I get by year
The kebab you get by year, yeah.
is £5.50.
It's almost
like
as
that.
big as what Sky is.
It probably is the size of Sky, but it sounds a bit.
Michelle, seriously, wait till you see the size of the kebab that he gets. It will frighten you.
Oh, jeez. Probably take me about a week to eat as well.
The first
No
night
doubt.
I said to Bonnie, does she want a kebab? And she goes, yeah, get me a take a kebab. And I brought it up to her and I handed it to her and she goes, is that the two of them?
Yeah, I actually thought the two of them had been wrapped in the one package. And mine was just chicken tikka. I don't do the whole salad stuff, as you know. So mine was literally just a lot of
Right.
chicken tikka in a naan bread. And this thing was huge. I actually thought it was the two of them, and he goes into the bag and he went, no, I got mine here.
Oh, man.
And mine was like,
Yeah. His made mine look like it wasn't even there.
he throws extra in mine, you see. He looks at me and goes, you need it.
Yeah, I love salad
I
on
think he
mine.
feels kind of sorry for you. He looks at you and thinks you've not eaten for a week, and yeah, throws you a bit extra in there, you know.
Right, it won't let me do it on my phone, so I'm gonna have to order it.
Sinner.
Oh, my lord. The size of the fish that came tonight, I thought they'd sent me a whale, though. I was like, holy moly.
Yeah,
Holy moly.
yeah. Roy, first port of call for Michelle definitely has to be to Mr. Chips.
Oh, I love a
Well,
good chicken.
we will get the four dollars.
Right, stop now, Sky,
Yeah,
please.
we've got to get a day in Port Rush. The kids will love it. And kids will definitely love
We're
sport
going to wait after the 16th of April. We'll do it probably that Easter weekend at some stage because Barry's
Yeah.
open.
Well, Barry's opens first weekend in April.
No, 16th.
No, first weekend in April. I got the Facebook post 2 days ago. First weekend in April they'll be
Right.
open.
I thought it was the 16th.
No.
Michelle, you can mute your mic as well if you're doing that.
Yeah, the post that Barry's put out the other day said that they were opening the first weekend in April, but you know yourself, Roy, for the first month or so, it is just the weekends that they're open. But after the 16th, after Easter weekend, then they're open every day. But the post that I saw on Facebook said they were open the first weekend in April.
Crazy. Oh, right. Yes, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Maybe.
Back.
Oh, she's going crazy now. Bedtime thing.
Has she been eating the coffee whenever you've not been looking?
No, but she does like the smell of coffee, which I'm like, yeah. Coffee for you.
That's so lovely. She just appears behind you every now and again.
It's my last Monday here tomorrow. Yes.
Yay!
No, my last Monday of doing that hill. Yes.
And then it's time to move out.
Mhm.
Yes, and then it's time to move house. I think a certain little someone is excited.
I think she really is too.
It's tomorrow's moving house.
No, on Friday.
Friday. Friday's only.
Last day at school's going to be epic.
Oh God, I know. They'll come back to an empty house.
Yeah.
Because they're at school on a Friday morning because they finish at like dinner time, so it's like, yeah, they can go to school and be out my feet. So yeah, okay.
A big fish to Michelle is a sardine to the rest of us. More like a neon tetra.
Oh,
No.
just you wait till I'm at Expo.
Michelle, welcome to the madhouse.
Thank you. Welcome to my madhouse.
Yeah, the difference being, Michelle, you're bringing your madhouse with you. So
I did warn him.
it's all right. He's mad anyway, so he'll fit right in.
It's just another child to look after.
Yeah. You do realise now, Michelle, you have 4 children now.
Sorry, I can just lock them all in one room. Easy. I'll be like, see you later.
Very conveniently timed giggle from the little one there. At the thought of locking them all in the one room.
It's alright, yeah. And see how long Roy lasts in that room with them all locked in.
Michelle, trust me, he'll be in his element. If you were to lock him in a room with the kids for a day, he would be in his element. I'm not joking.
Oh, goodness.
And Sinner wants to know how long could it take to empty a matchbox.
Depends how big the matchbox is.
One you live in.
Mine.
Do you want me to open it?
Well, you see, if she was just emptying the matchbox for herself, it wouldn't take too long, but...
There's a copy here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, if Michelle was just emptying the matchbox for herself, it probably wouldn't take too long, but, it's herself and 3 children. So.
Yeah, Andy,
I don't have too much stuff, thank God.
don't push it. I know we wind seeing other people coming on and everything else, but it's like a lot of people in this, the vape community and everything else, people have got different issues and different reasons to why they both go on cam and why they don't go on cam as well. Sometimes it can be a big step for somebody to put themselves forward like that. I know it's just because I can be a gobshite at times that I go in front of the cam. But
I'm terrible on cam.
I do suffer from anxiety problems and depression and everything else. But
Yeah, well, welcome to the club, Roy.
yeah.
Because you, of all people, you do know, how I feel about that kind of thing. I'd rather be behind a camera than in front of it. I don't like attention. I really don't. I don't take compliments very well at all. And, because for me, when I was younger especially, if I was getting attention, it was usually the wrong sort of attention, which is why I don't like sort of putting myself out there. But I have to admit, I initially did this to prove to myself that I could, because I needed to battle that demon. I needed to put that demon to bed. And I've been doing this for 3 years now, and it was probably one of the best decisions I ever made, actually, because I have met so many fantastic people because of this, because of doing this, because of being part of a community that is so welcoming. I have had things happen in my life that I never would have expected. I wouldn't be where I am now if it hadn't been for this.
But, coming from, I can speak to I'll probably speak for the both of us here. Without the vaping community, and without us going from doing the live shows, we wouldn't be sitting with our retrospective partners.
No, we wouldn't. We probably wouldn't.
I would never have met Michelle. You would probably never have met Brew.
Well, to be honest, I already knew Darren before we started VUKN. I'd already met him before that. But I probably wouldn't be in the relationship that I have with him now if it hadn't have been for...
Was it through vaping you met Brew?
Yes.
So therefore, it's a vaping community. Without that vaping community and online thing, then...
Yeah, we probably never would have met.
Well, if it hadn't been the online thing to start with, which also dragged you into it, it just would never have happened, and then I would have never met Michelle, because she would never have been into the rooms and be telling her off for being late coming into the shows, and things like that. So
it's amazing though how life can throw you a curveball sometimes, you know, because you don't think I'm speaking out of turn when I say this, but this time last year, me and Roy were together, and you know, we were sort of picturing where our future was going, and none of the two of us expected to end up the way we did, but I think we have developed a real strong friendship. We've always been close. We've always had a good friendship. Granted, we had lost touch for a lot of years, but we had always had a good friendship, and I think that friendship has only gotten stronger, especially in the last couple of months. If anything, me and Roy breaking up, while it hurt at the time, I think it was probably the best decision for us, because we now have a damn good friendship because of that.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, speaking of barbecue, it's funny. And not just, we leave the boys to it.
Exactly.
They can cook and we can just drink cocktails.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty good.
Oh,
and
there's a bit more of the reg coming off.
Oh, he's peeling. God almighty. But think about it this way, Michelle, you're moving over here next Friday. That's a big step for you. You know, you're taking a real big chance here. It could all go tits up. Hopefully it won't. You know, but there's always that what if. You always have that. But you know rightly that when Bugger Nub's there's at work, give me a shout if you're bored, if you want to get out of the house for half an hour. You know, give me a shout. That's what I'm here for.
We just got shouted at, or at least you can shout at.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't want to answer to that. Don't call her. You don't really want to be
I
going
might have to if I get lost and can't remember my way back. I'm like, help me, please. You'll be like, Michelle, you're at the end of the road. I'm like, oh yeah. No, I'm excited.
Whilst Dragon Vapor says, if it wasn't for the vaping community, Bunny and Roy would not have saved me £3 in taxi fare extra.
That was so funny. That was so funny.
Yeah, because that taxi driver was a bit of a player.
Michelle, don't know if I've ever told you, but we met Welsh Dragon. He was just sitting there. We were sitting with little bro and Solo in the bar, and he was just sitting by himself. So we just got him over and talking to him outside and everything else. So on the Sunday, you know, the final day, you take your bags with you and you're going, you know, to disperse. But he goes, oh, it's sure coming off in the taxi. So we got the taxi, and we got over, and we had already been told what the price was, and then he went, oh, because it's a big car, it's £3 more. And I was like, what? You're joking? He goes, it's a big car. And I was going like, it doesn't make a difference the size of the car. And this guy
it used the same amount of fuel to get there.
So I had the phone and everything else getting his badge number, and I was right, I'm going to phone through to your depot and check this, because this isn't right. And he's like, all right, and give it for the right price.
Oh my lord.
That was so funny.
Just because the car was bigger. That's sized, that is.
Because he sent me, because they sent in the state car. We never asked for the state car to start with.
That's terrible, that. That's the stuff that people get away with, though, half the time. It's like taxis here in the city. It's like, you could be a tenner for a taxi, or you could be like 20 quid, and I'm like, what's the point? It's going in the same amount of distance.
Yeah.
But they can get away with it, so.
Taxis though these days, isn't it?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Roy. Just strip the damn thing, will you, man? Not that kind of stripping you.
Right, guys, I'm gonna drop out now, so I got things I gotta sort out.
Come on, no, put it away. Put it away. It's for the after
Finish
show.
off these forms.
All right, son. Take it easy, and
After show.
I shall speak to you soon.
And congratulations!
Thank
Yay!
you.
Bye, Ryan. Speak to you soon,
too.
sweetheart.
Love
Thanks,
you,
guys. Love you too. Bye.
That's exclusive for you, Sinner. That's exclusive for you, Sinner. I'll share with you this one.
Oh
Captain
god.
Morgan's or
There's two of me on the screen now. That's not good.
Oh,
Double trouble.
Just making up for the size difference.
Make me smaller, please.
Okay. How about you sit here and talk to some people for a
Do I
change?
have to?
Yes, you do. You're not getting a choice in the matter.
oh well, he's changed the. You just messed up the musical chairs again.
Funniest way to get the purple dye out now. Bet you.
There, you're taller than us for a change, Michelle.
What? Moving to.
Oh, you look so different with short hair.
I know. That was 3 years I was growing that hair. I meant to actually get it cut in the summer before going to Spain, but never got around to it. I
Yeah,
do
def-
have
Definitely a purple. Oh, look. Yeah.
Yeah.
Must.
Did Sky just see that?
Yeah.
I
I gathered that.
Are you
Well,
going to
that's the
donate
same
that
band,
ponytail?
I think that's the plan. Someone said about donating it to us. I didn't hear it because I already heard the zzz. I go, someone said to cut the ponytail off and donate it to one of the charities or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure what. There's a few of them, I think, but it's for them that makes the wigs for
Yeah.
all the cancer patients and people who've lost their hair and stuff.
Or I could donate to, the sinner as a comb over.
Oh, yeah. Or you can just give it to that president over there.
What?
This president?
Putin. Vladimir Putin.
No, the trumpet.
I can't see you, Mummy.
No, good.
It'll get so I can do. You know, with the juice carton.
There's Peter. And it all goes silent.
I think that facial expression says it all there.
Boys and their fart noises with a cartoon. Mm-mm.
You forget you can see in the camera.
Oh my lord.
It does actually feel really weird right now. Because I'm not used to having my hair this short in a long, long time.
How long did you say it was? 3 years, Bruce?
If you go outside, it'll be really cold. You might need to wear a hat.
I know. Well, 3 years since I last got a haircut, but the last time I got my hair this short all over was like 10, 15 years ago, I think.
Blimey. Does your head not feel light?
A wee bit, yeah.
Like, oh, I might fall over.
Are you going to do this or are you going back in the chair?
No, I'm going to bless her.
I'm barking. Yeah.
And they said smoke paint jobs are bad. I don't think I was ever. Whenever I did, when I stripped the alien, I was never able to do this with it.
I don't know
Just
why you're
peel it
just
straight off.
peeling off. That's like
Wow.
a sticker.
Yeah. Yeah, the only time you were able to do that with the Alien Roy was when you took the purple wrap off it that I had on it.
Yep.
And the black paint underneath, most of that came away whenever you took that sticky label off.
I mean, the pink one does feel like it's like not painted on.
That's
if you know
the same
what I
as
mean.
this. It felt rubber. This was the new rubberized paint.
Yeah, this one's like,
Look,
yeah.
2 seconds.
Yeah, you're going to... See, that would just annoy me. I'd have to sit and strip that all off. I couldn't sit with that in my hand. That would just do my nut right in.
How long have you had that?
12th of July.
He got that mod on the 12th of July last year because we stopped in at Barry's at Antrim Eastside on the way to Belfast to watch the parades. And we made a pit stop in Antrim first on the way down so that he could go and pick that up.
When I got the Wismic 2/3, and I've been using it for about 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years.
And yes, there is a bit of it coming off. But
Yeah, but that's 3 years worth of
Exactly.
everyday use.
Mhm.
And
And
Roy's had that mod of his, 8 months?
It's the rage, Andy.
Yeah, you need to take all that off later. Take it all off.
And the paint.
Yeah, and the paint.
Yeah, after show. Keep it clean.
No, I haven't been in the gutter today. That's new.
You want a bet?
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, we've been in the gutter a few times today.
Yeah.
especially in
mild.
the early hours of the morning.
It's been nice.
Oh, yes. The early hours of the morning on that 24-hour live show. Yeah, that went downhill fast.
Oh, I missed a lot. I went to bed, so I missed a lot. I woke up and I was like, no more.
Yeah, you missed me shaving his head. It was fun.
Do that.
Huh?
What time did you do that at?
It's about 2, wasn't it?
2, half 2.
Yeah. Yeah, it was after 2. Because it was coming up at 1 o'clock before we joined the stream, so
Yeah,
Jay
well,
got waxed first. Yeah, we put Jay through torture first before we put him through it.
Oh, I saw Stevie get his eyebrow waxed. Oh my lord, poor Stevie. Oh, that
No,
looked
no.
sore. That was
Sorry.
sore.
That was epic.
I even contacted Desire about this as well, and they never acknowledged me.
Yeah, I've heard that from a few people that have had the same issue when they've contacted Desire about it. There's been no comeback at all. Their customer service leaves a lot to be desired, from what I've been led to believe. So,
Tiny hand syndrome.
Hmm?
No comeback.
oh good lord, he went there.
I hardly ever use my rage because it's huge, like in my hands.
Let's face it, Michelle, a T18 would be huge in your hands.
Yes, even the Nautilus AIO is huge in my hands, like, and that's tiny.
See, that's what you want there, Michelle.
Oh, I do want one of those. Oh.
See, I could have the Avenger and the RX 2/3 in the same hand and fire them both.
Oh, Mr. Big Hands.
And he's charged.
Oh, we'll put it on charge then.
Exactly.
I will later.
You see, you've been on this call all this time. That could have been charged by now.
I know. The charge plug's so far away.
Not one of those in your life.
Oh, just to rub it in a little bit further, Roy. Yeah, go ahead, son. Bitch.
Oh, it's so
As
good.
Bill said, it was about 1:30 for the change, but it took about half an hour to actually do it.
Yeah, we got there in the end, though.
I've only bought stainless steel resin or stab wood for 2 years. The top side is the first painted mod I had, and apparently dust 4 known for bad 510s.
Well, yeah, I did have a few teething problems with my top side, but I've not had any issues with it now for quite a while. And it's my daily mod. I use it all the time.
I must be one of the few. There's was Dragons coming G-Class for the win. I must be one of the few that doesn't want the
That doesn't
G-Class.
like it.
I love that. Like I had a shot of
Doesn't
Gale.
like it.
I had a shot of Gales at the Vape meet, and I was like, oh, it's so pretty. Or was it Gale? Was it Gales?
You're right,
Yeah, I
Paul,
think it
you
was.
tip.
Well, you can have a blast online when you get here as well.
I was like, right.
And the Kelthor ones are really light as well. Because I remember whenever they first brought it out, Paul Sonic at Expo actually bought one.
That's right, he did.
He had the batteries and all in it, and he was using it and he handed them
There's
to have
very
a look
little
at.
weight in it.
And it was
Yeah.
light as anything.
Those ones are a bit heavier.
I'd
but
say I
that's
like the
'cause
heavy
there's a
model.
lot of metal.
Yeah, I like the heaviness of it. Then I know I'm not gonna drop it. Or I mean, if I do drop it, it'll drop hard. But
Mom, can I play Roblox?
soon.
Yeah, you're not going to lose it in your pocket. Put it like that.
Oh yeah.
Right, folks, my stomach is now telling me that it's time to eat. So with that, I think we shall bring this little cast to a close. How long have we been on?
Oh my God,
Well, we've been on about 3 hours, so
We have done 3 hours. So, Michelle, any final words?
Thank you, and thank you for having me on show. I totally forgot we were live.
yeah, see, you do
Okay.
forget. You do forget after a while. It's just like a phone call, really, isn't it?
Yeah. But no, thank you for having me on. Yeah, although how surprising it was, Mr. Roy calling me in. Tut tut.
Why do something like that?
Surprises, surprises.
Yeah.
Does it all the time.
Mhm.
But no, yeah, thank you for having me on, and thank you for everyone in chat. You're all so cool, and my little lovelies. So, you know.
No, well, sorry, we're not doing a 24-hour.
Oh no.
Why not?
Definitely not. And Bill says that he's going to go and get some sleep.
Oh yeah, he's been up the whole 24 hours already, and
He's
more.
been up about 56 hours.
Yeah.
Yes, guys.
Yeah, I think he's been awake for about 3 days now.
Oh my lord. No, I need my sleep.
Bunny and Brew?
Aye.
Yeah, he's just an encyclopedia of words, isn't he? Yeah.
Bye, bye, bye.
Delilah.
And now we know why it's raining in Belfast, because he's singing. Anyway, yeah, guys, we're going to knock it in the head there. We will see you guys in 2 weeks' time. We won't be here next week because the lovely Michelle is going to be gracing Northern Ireland with her presence, and Roy is going to be playing tour guide for the weekend. So,
That'd be good.
yeah, we're not going to be on next week, but we will be back in 2 weeks' time. So,
You never
yeah,
know
thank you
if
very
the-
much.
If the weather's crap,
Well, there is that.
we might be here.
Yeah, don't bank on the weather. But yeah, we'll be back. If not next week, we will be back in 2 weeks' time. Thank you, everybody, for calling in. It's been an absolute pleasure, as always. Thank you, Roy, for hosting. And Michelle, lovely to see you again, sweetheart. And
Yep.
this time next week, we will see you in the flesh. Yay!
I'm so excited.
Yeah, you and me both, kid. You and me both. Can't wait. So yeah, that's it from me, guys. Peace out.
And thank you to my lovely guests and co-hosts, and to everybody in chat. Thank you for coming in. Without you guys being in chat, there would be no point of us sitting here chopping our gums off. And I do apologise if I did get a little bit serious at some stage today, but I was in my, for some unknown reason, I was in a constructive criticism mood today.
A bitchy mood. Come on. Don't sugarcoat
Yeah,
it.
be realistic. Don't sugarcoat it. Yeah.
No, my bitchy mood is bitchy.
Oh, yeah,
And
I can
Sam-
vouch for that. I can
Sam,
vouch for that. He is a big
next
bitch.
time you'll get on and say you never, because Sam sent me a message, by the way, saying, oh, could she come on, send her a message to come on to the show. We were doing one. You don't
Well, Sam
need,
knows that she's welcome to join us anytime.
you don't need me to message you, Sam. If
No.
we're on, you're welcome.
Yeah,
Simple.
call in.
It's as simple as that. So just come in. And I would just like to say a big massive thank you to Cindy. Awesome job as a spanner once again. His
Of course, yeah.
sense of humour keeps everything going and does everything else. And a big special mention to my #1 subscriber, Mr.
John Nash.
And Jude.
And
Hi,
Jude.
Jude. Bye, Jude.
Yes, and Jude as well.
John, I really do hope your health cuts you a bit of slack this year at some stage, mate. What you've gone through in the past year is
Horrendous.
Yeah.
For want of a better word.
exactly. So hopefully you do get a bit of slack cut and your health starts to bring you back a wee bit more. So, and as I say, keep an eye out, folks, for the Jack Rabbit review. which is
Not just that. Keep an eye out because on VH Reviews channel tomorrow night, you're going to be graced with us as well.
Yeah.
Yay! So we're on tomorrow night. I know, poor bastards. But we're on tomorrow night, and then of course there's always Friday night over on Twitch for the bitches. Don't forget that.
The who?
For the bitches.
I'll be on the boat.
Do you have a Facebook page?
Yes, we have a Facebook group.
No.
Actually,
And just do you not remember that from your show?
yeah.
Liz thinking I didn't know that you had a Facebook page or group or anything.
I know. I know. But and while you're at it, if you've nothing better to do, don't forget to drop over to Roy's Reviews and give him a wee subscribe. He has a struggling reviewer, and we'd like to try and boost his numbers a wee bit. And yes, folks, he does actually do reviews occasionally.
When I kick his bum.
Yes, when Michelle kicks his bum.
I can say after this week has passed, more reviews will be coming out slightly more regularly.
Oh, Andy, now that you mention that, I'm not sure it's our FB group. It might belong to someone else.
But they made you. That other person made you. Do you not know that?
Oh.
Yeah, that other person can kiss my royal ass. Whoops, I said that out loud, oh dear. Sorry, not sorry.
And folks, on that nice note, we shall say good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Sleep tight.
But don't be saying it.
What? Push flaps?
No.
What?
Bye,
Vinegar tits?
No, you can't say that.
Pushy Willy?
Yeah, Pushy Willy, that's the one.
No, you can't say that either. Don't say those things.
Can I say aye, but yes. Can I say
Achoo.
Achoo backs? Is that
Achoo.
allowed?
No, but what you can, hang on, you need to go back.
Wait. Saggy flap says Saint. I think
You can do it.
that's a very good one.
Bow tie. Oh my. How very
yeah.
posh is that?
Oh yeah, Michelle, you haven't encountered the balls and bow tie bit yet, have you?
I saw it actually. Oh, that is such an awful thing.
I know, but it was funny.
Saggy flaps.
Ow! Good night, headphone users.
Yeah, sorry about that.